All right. What a week. What a week, man. Welcome back to Show Your Work, volume 180.
$180.
Ah,
We have turned this podcast around from volume 1.
West Coast. Down south.
Oh, you got it.
All right. Nah, man. You know what, man? So I feel like changing the vibe of this week, man. I know we start off with like, some, whatever. Let's do something in honor of the great week we have. Before I get to that though, how has your week been, sir?
It's been a week. But we're here, As always, when we record these podcasts, it's been a week, but we're here.
Hey, man.
I'm happy to be here for another day, another week of this illustrious podcast, but I'm just happy we're here.
Hey, man, salute to the duality of Murph too, man. You know what I'm saying? Winston, how you doing today, brher?
Oh man,
brother.
I'm doing pretty good, man. More and more good news is coming in my life. The announcement will be next week about what's going on for the public to look at and consume and anticipate. My regular life is doing good. Everything is all right. Everything's all right. God is the greatest, always will be. And I'm just trying to live calm and peaceful. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I heard that. I can relate.
Count
to
my
that.
steps and all that type of shit.
I feel you. Well, I'm glad y'all have had some great weeks. My week has been
boy.
Oh man.
What's
Oh man. I'll just say this, y'all. Don't nobody know my struggle, man. Don't nobody know my struggle. But it's okay. Don't nobody know my struggle, but it could be worse. And that's what I've learned. It could always be worse. So
you could be Justin Timberlake or you could be Drake.
We're gonna talk about my OG.
Your OG. You could be Lulu too.
Do you know what you could also be?
Who could you also be?
It's like I understand.
You could be many things.
Come on, man.
You could be whoever you want to be.
Whoever you want.
Houses. Come on, man.
Whoever you want to be in your life.
R.I.P. Yambo, man. Rest in peace, Eastside Stevie.
R.I.P. to the P, H-N-I-C, Prodigy.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Rest in peace to Willie Mays too.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to Willie Mays.
Donald Sutherland.
If we didn't say it last week in chanting,
chanting.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Donald Sutherland as well. He passed earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Willie Mays. Willie Mays was 94, bruh. 94.
West passed away too.
Yeah, Jerry West. the logo, Bill Walton.
We're losing our legends, y'all.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the legends while you still got them, man. Appreciate them while you still got them, dog.
So, it's been a week,
but
it has been a week.
But let's start off with something fun, though.
We'll let you start. Where you want to start off with? Like,
I want to start with the fact that we made some suggestions about fighting stages, and then the all hell broke loose when I was at work and I came back to mad notifications on my phone, and Marvel vs. Capcom has been released for the streets. So that is what
collection.
As we can start with.
We back.
We start. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I mean,
yeah.
Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the Patreon.
Yep. All that.
Shout out to Ashton. AJ was good. He said, I played Book of Soul during a 6 a.m. audit. Sick. Shout out to Donnie. Congratulations. Mo was good. Kendrick.
We're gonna get to it.
We're
gonna get to it. But yeah, let's start with Marvel vs. Capcom, man. I have thoughts, but I want to hear what you have. Oh, I mean, listen. I mean, we're gonna do that. I mean, come on, man.
Like, come on. Like, what?
Yeah, I ain't got no Marvel vs. Capcom shirt yet, but yeah,
I decided not to.
Yeah, so on a level of 1 to 10, how surprised were you guys that this came out?
I'm gonna keep it quick because I know Brother Nelson about to wax poetic, and I want to hear the knowledge. You know what I mean? As y'all should have caught the knowledge on our Twitch /SYWNET. You know what I'm saying? Nelson just pulled up off the dribble. I woke up, looked at my phone. I was like, word? Somebody was, who was that? Nelson said, I'm up, tap in. That was a text that I missed at the time. But, you know what I'm saying? Nelson got in some good work, some good fights on the NVC as he was, just excited about the announcement at the time. But how they put it together, how they're packaging this, hey, this is dope. This is what you like, far as like in terms of because this still counts in the FGC, right, gentlemen?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, obviously through genre, but I didn't know like this type of retroing, if that counted in your world of gaming. But yeah,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But it's major. It's definitely gonna bring life into the handheld market, and also a big online game in terms of just the digital digital purchase. Like I can see this game doing a couple million worldwide just off of digital purchases through various systems alone.
Well, for the record, you can only get it digitally. You can only get it physically, rather, on PlayStation. So that's the only physical copy you can get. I think they just announced a physical copy for the Switch too. So I saw that link today on Best Buy. So my bad, but yeah, Nelson, on a scale of 1 to 10, how surprised were you with this drop?
I'll probably say it's at least a 8.5.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Reason why is because I know people are gonna, I'm not surprised, and no, everybody stop lying to yourselves.
Well, I'll give my thought on it.
There is some surprise to this, because yes, they did it on a 1-up, but people don't understand the intricacies of what a 1-up deal is. Like, it's like a toy deal. It's not a game deal, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that deal's a little bit different than actually like, oh, we could just put this out and that's it. Like, that's just what it is at that point. So I was surprised given what games were in it. I'm surprised at the Punisher being included in it, but I'm glad it is, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But if you're just asking me off my shock rating before I go in depth, before you get to what you're gonna say, I was pretty surprised. I think more so how they rolled it out, like on a fucking Nintendo Direct. Like a Nintendo. Then first of all, like we're gonna get into it, but like that Nintendo Direct was so good that like Metroid Prime 4 has been like a damn near like it's been that's like the detox of Nintendo for the last couple years.
Mhm.
And that came out and that got announced, but like it got overshadowed by the fact that we're getting a Marvel vs. Capcom collection by the end of this year. And that says a lot about Nintendo, which I will get into later after you get your thoughts and we go a little bit deeper into what's going on. But I was pretty surprised. I'm not gonna. I think I'm more surprised that they're doing everything in one and how fluid it looks, and how fluid they're just gonna put it out. I kind of was expecting them to do like a MVC 1, MVC 2 type of thing, and maybe something else. But you know, I was surprised, but I'm really happy. I'm more surprised at how it just came out of nowhere. Honestly,
it's on a scale of 1 to 10. I would say, for me, I know I'm kind of weird. It's like a 6 because was it last year or the year before last? We talked about it on Show Your Work, actually. The Capcom Fighting Collection that had Darkstalkers and like Metabots and all that was in it. So I knew they were getting into that realm of things. I just didn't know that it was going to be what we got. But it actually makes a ton of sense because shout out to the book club episode y'all did talking about the X-Men. This is when I was still held hostage by ninjas in the Wuxi. So, but I kind of the best way I can explain it is I talked to somebody about this literally today, and I do think that some of these companies are legit at this stage of like gaming and even regular life. They're gauging what they're gonna do next, right? So. Yeah, and I feel like, so for example, right, in sneakers right now, right, I feel like when I started seeing Nike allude to possibly Galaxies, right, and they started putting out other shoes, like, okay, we're gonna put out the original colorways and we'll do a few things to test the market. It's like, okay, how far do we want to go with it, right? With these games, it's not surprising because I feel like Marvel as a company, not MCU, but just Marvel as a company has been gauging how they can re-roll out the X-Men after the failed, licensing deals from the mid 2000s, right? So it's not really surprising for me because this is the perfect way to do it. I kind of figured, hey, because I think what was it last year that I said, don't be surprised if you get a new Marvel vs. Capcom soon after Street Fighter came out. I think I said that, right?
Yeah.
And now, literally, this is the perfect way for you to get into X-Men as a whole because clearly they're focused on the popularity of the 90s lineup, right? I'm an 80s X-Men guy all day. Y'all know that. But the 90s is what got the X-Men to global status. Hell yeah. So all the games that you see, no one has a Super Nintendo except for Nelson. All right. So unless you are emulating, it's over with. So I think they did a great job.
I'm gonna get it explained,
but to me, this does two things. One, it's Marvel doing their X-Men year. You already had 97. You already have Deadpool in a few weeks. Now you're about to get these games probably like October-ish, right? Mm-hmm. And now also too, I don't know if y'all noticed, but these companies do not like the fact that people are emulating shit and they're not making a dime off of this. So what's the best way to get back? Put the shit out and make it accessible. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say a 6, but go ahead, Nelson.
So I was going to say, let me just write this real quick.
Oh, you're good.
So in regards to like what you were explaining in regards to being surprised, I think more of my surprise, I think is more so when they're putting it out, if that makes sense. Like if it came out next year, I could understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And to kind of point the fighting collection, I understand that. The thing with the fighting collection is, like Marvel versus Capcom is different than Darkstalkers,
Oh,
and
it's
people
leagues and bounds.
people do not try do not understand that. Like Darkstalkers, for one, Darkstalkers, as good as it is, like as good as it can be, like it's a more of a niche game. It's a cult classic kind of thing.
Yeah. That's
Like
what
it's
Saturn
more of
is.
it's more of a cult classic type of thing. And to add on to that, like out of all the Darkstalkers games, there's 5 of them. Which one does everybody play? The third one, and that's it. You don't see anybody play the first one. You don't see anybody play Vampire. Was it Vampire? Darkstalkers Revenge. They played Vampire Savior or 3, and then the update after Vampire Savior 2. Like that's the only one they play. Nobody else plays any other games. It's not like Street Fighter where it's like, all right, you'll see a Super Turbo tournament, you'll see a Hyper Fighting tournament, you'll see an Alpha fucking 2 tournament, you'll see Third Strikes at Evo 25 years later. Like, granted, Third Strike is one of the greatest games ever. Like, we understand that, but and people still even do Street Fighter 4 tournaments fucking around. So with this collection, the availability thing is the main thing that's going to drive it. Like the people who have emulators, like I understand it being somebody who did emulate heavy at one point. But bro, not everybody gives a fuck about Fightcade. That's number one. Number two, it's so funny how today I was gonna bring up how a lot of the more hardcore players who play on Fightcade, which if you don't know what Fightcade is, it's pretty much like a matchmaking emulator. So I was like, if you want to play competitively against people, you go to Fightcade for games that like aren't readily available, pretty much. Right. So like your favorite FGC streamer has played on Fightcade. They that's what they do. So ironically enough, today there was a big update talking about, oh man, like all the Naomi arcade games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are going to run better on Fightcade now. And it's like, okay. The fuck? That doesn't mean nothing to the casual person. Because the casual person who played these games, first of all, the casual person who played these games, there were 3 systems these games were on. PlayStation, Saturn, and Dreamcast.
Yep.
Out of these 7 games, and the Punisher was on Genesis, and that port is a 2-pack of ass. I played it on the emulator back in the day. If you play the arcade play to the Genesis, it's like I can't even explain.
Like the console version isn't good. Like you have to play
ass.
The arcade version.
You
like
have
the arcade version is hard.
Arcade version is tough. The Genesis version is some ass. Then even when you get into the fighting games, like, okay, Children of the Atom has a decent Saturn port, but it's not the arcade.
Yeah.
Marvel superheroes, like I have it for PlayStation. It's cool, but it's slow as fuck.
Yeah, like anything else from the Saturn PlayStation era,
they're not good. None of them ports,
even to this day.
There's only two decent ports. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 for Dreamcast, and maybe MVC2 for Dreamcast, and you can maybe make a case for maybe X-Men vs. Street Fighter on Saturn. And even that shit's not good because the PlayStation 1, you can only do one-on-one. The Saturn version was slower, and like they're just all slower. They're not the arcade version. And even with MVC2, like MVC2 is pretty good on Dreamcast, but it's not as fast as the arcade port. And like there's just like a couple of weird slowdowns in it too. So not only is it do you have 7 classic games that are coming out, but you have 7 classic games that do not have good home ports. And 9 out of 10 times, the only home port that people play that they'll play in a tournament is like just looking at research and just seeing how people will talk about that. Everybody mentions the only home port people will actually fuck with is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast for tournaments and to actually learn how to play the game. Everybody else either goes on Fightcade or does it via emulator. So you have that market cornered because it's availability. This is a time where like you could get all of those games where one of those games alone costs $100 just to buy. And mind you, you just getting it for $100 because it's rare. It's not even because it's good. None of these ports are good. I promise you. Like if y'all ever want to go on YouTube and look at each game's home ports, they are horrible compared to the arcade. Like they're really bad. Like They're horrible.
It's very spritey.
No, not even. They're just slow. The loading times are crazy. Like it's just a mess. So
Facts.
the thing is, now you have 7 really great games that have horrible home ports that the casual person is not going to an emulator to go to, because emulators, as much as emulators are cool and shit, like it's not what it used to be. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna download this ROM, I could throw it in this folder. The Z, whatever emulator I'm gonna use is gonna read it as soon as I pop it in the folder, and we're good. You know what I mean? Like, and Winston, me and you have talked about this. Like, yeah, you could get them, but like it's not the easiest thing to do in regards to like loading them up and booting them like they used to be.
Yeah, so, like is you gotta unzip shit and also, let's say you want, it's more difficult for certain platforms if you want to play a certain game. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Nah.
So I think availability is gonna for you. Yes, availability is gonna be why this sells. And there are a lot of people who are like, yo, I'm buying it on 2 systems because digitally.
Yeah.
Think about it. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 hasn't been available for 12 years to buy.
Yep.
All the other,
I bought it on PlayStation 3 and I thought my shit was gonna transfer, and so yeah.
If I had known that like selling a PS3 with that on it would like got me more money, I would have done that. I didn't know that.
Oh, absolutely, because my shit had that. It had the GTA bro. I had all that shit on PlayStation 3.
So to make that point, like again, you have a chance to physically have all these games in one thing. And a lot of these people, bro, I respectfully, I want to actually learn how to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like I want to learn how to play, like I know how to play some of these games because I had them. I fortunately was able to have them on a home port when I was a kid, but like I actually want to learn how to like play these games. As much as I enjoy watching them and just playing them, and I'm not trying to be a tournament player, it's just I want to learn. You don't have the chance to do that with MVC2 unless you get an emulator. You don't have a chance to do that with X-Men vs. Street Fighter unless you get an emulator. Like now you have that where you can purchase it and everything's right there. You could just boot it up and play it. You don't gotta be like, damn, I gotta go on Fight Kid and gotta go fucking fight Evo player number 68 and get my ass with get whooped 10-0 and then like not want to play the game anymore. So casual players, like, and people who love these games as a kid, they're gonna cop it. And there are a lot of people like, bro, I'm buying this for both systems. I'm getting 2 physical copies because you never know. It could have been like what happened with Origins, where after a year, because the license ran out, they took it off the marketplace.
Well, it's funny because like I agree with everything you said, right? But I definitely felt like this day was going to come, me personally. So when I saw all those people buy the fucking toy, the arcade 1-up, and then double down, all you niggas that bought that motherfucking Kith arcade one thought you was doing something special. Oh, I know you sick. Paid $800 for some shit that's literally
for $100. I got it on 2 cents. For $100 in an arcade stick, I'm paying 20% of what you paid for. Because eventually, I do want to get an arcade stick for the PS5. So I've been researching that too. Like, because I legit want to learn how to play. Because I finally have a chance to learn how to play these games. Without jumping through hoops.
Okay. So, yeah. But I do want to make a confession today. This is gonna get me shot. And I don't care. You
never played any of these games?
No. I mean, I just told you I played. No. As iconic as it is, and as much as people like it, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 character select screen theme song is ass. I'm sorry. Like, bruh, every time that shit would boot up and I'd hear that fake Michael Jackson, bro, I used to cringe every time. I'd just be like, I'd be holding my controller like this.
Low-key,
like,
I could understand that though, because like it's such a drastic difference from like what you're used to hearing in a Marvel vs. Capcom game.
I mean,
or
I had the
Capcom
Marvel
game.
I've had them. I had those games coming up, like as far as like buying them and like playing them and shit like that. So,
but the music is different. Like,
that one there, just every time too. It's like there's no way to cut this shit off either. Like,
yeah, I could understand that because it's like it's really enough. Like, I don't really like that soundtrack is cool, but I don't listen to it as much as like the other ones.
Nah, that it ain't fucking with X-Men versus Street Fighter soundtrack at all.
Or like even Marvel Superhero. I think Marvel Superheroes has a top tier soundtrack. Nobody talks about it. Because they were like, man, I like the Spider-Man theme for Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm like, that shit is ass compared to the first Marvel Superheroes one. Like they remixed the 86.
The first one was dope. It was
the first Marvel Superheroes themes, like before they got remixed to MVC, like they were the originals are so much better.
Yeah. Nah. But yeah, I'm happy though overall that this is happening because I will ask this question. Because I know the X-Men game got leaked out by Insomniac. That was leaked out during the Insomniac leak. Yeah. Also, I just want to give a shout out and say that our Discord is the greatest place on the planet. Saturday night, y'all remember we had to send a bat signal to somebody. I'm not gonna say who. We had to send somebody a fucking look like, bro.
Oh take that off. Whoa.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was like the
that's so crazy.
Hey, that shit was like the
forgetting about it on purpose. I be forgetting about it on purpose. I be like, that's crazy.
I saw that. I thought it was like a fake article. I was like, whoa.
That was it.
Hold
that
on,
was
brother.
Brother,
what is that, brother? Delete that.
I was in the other Discord. The notifications was lit up. Like,
do you know how bad it is when you have to give your homie a cease and desist? Like, my nigga, like, you finna get us shut the fuck down.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's just gonna be mad niggas from I mean, just pulled up like this. Like, nah.
Swing your Santana.
Listen, I like my sleep. I don't want to be an insomniac.
They gonna tell us to swing it.
Oh God, bro! They was gonna have us doing mocap for the rest of our lives for free, nigga. Like,
that shit was funny. Bro.
Climb up that building like Venom right now, or else.
That shit is crazy, bro. Swing that shit, Spider-Man.
I mean,
swing that shit, Nightcrawler. Yeah.
I'm gonna take it for
I will say though, I'm kind of somebody mentioned this on the YouTube. I forgot the person's name, so please forgive me. I find it funny though how like the Punisher was on there, but not the other two beat 'em ups they did, which is Mutant Apocalypse and War of the Gems. I'm kind of shocked because
that's what I was going to ask y'all.
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
With this being released and with us knowing that Insomniac X-Men is like about 5 years away, probably. Do you predict any other Marvel X-Men related game? Not because I mean, this to me all but confirms that Marvel vs. Capcom 4, basically 5, you want to call it, is on the way. Like this is just something to keep you interested until 5 comes out. But do you expect any other? Explain.
Okay, so to start, there's a lot of universes mingling with each other. So let's go back to you know what? Let's go back to Street Fighter 6. Let's go back to Tekken 7.
Yeah, well,
Akuma and Tekken 7. So Akuma's not on. Akuma wasn't just this is a guest character. Akuma was part of the story.
He was letting knowledge be born. Word to Winston. Yeah,
and he was also part of this. He's also mentioned in the Tekken 8 story. So Akuma is not just a guest character. Akuma is not David Arquette in WCW. Akuma is fucking like he is mentioned. He is part. He and Heihachi fought each other for a reason. He didn't just make a guess that this wasn't a cameo. This is even if he doesn't ever appear in the Tekken again, he's part of the story. So we have that. Then we have Street Fighter 6. So in Street Fighter 6, like we've talked about Final Fight and how in that breach Capcom had, there was supposed to be a Final Fight game. After I think either the second update of Street Fighter 6, which I don't know what they're gonna call it, but pretty much after this DLC, we'll probably get a Super Street Fighter 6 or something.
Oh yeah.
And how Final Fight is pretty much the World Tour mode.
Yep.
Pretty much what it is. That's pretty much them acknowledging that after 35 years, that Final Fight is legitimately the genesis of the Street Fighter universe. It is associated with the Street Fighter universe after having Final Fight characters in Street Fighter games for actually next year will be 30 years of Street Fighter Alpha. So there's that. We're acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm.
Then to add on to that, Street Fighter 6 Season 2 DLC has who? Terry and Mai.
There it is.
You got SNK characters in it, not just at Capcom versus SNK. You have them in a Street Fighter game.
Mm-hmm.
And with these Street Fighter characters with World Tour, if you're in the game, you most likely have a World Tour if they do an add-on. So you're getting included in the story. You ain't just there to be there. Then last week, which kind of flew over the radar, and I'm putting my Kufi on this, my SN, I guess my Capcom Kufi, my SNK Kufi, I don't know, whatever Kufi, my FG Kufi.
It's Capcom, but
my FGC Kufi.
It's definitely Capcom.
So SNK, I think it was last week, announced that they're doing another DLC for King of Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not doing it until Evo.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe, because there's a lot of mingling going on. Oh, and how can I forget? Geese Howard was a Tekken 7 too. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
We potentially get a Capcom DLC character in SNK in King of Fighters, which can also lead us to believe, because remember, it is SNK's turn to make a Capcom versus SNK game. We potentially get another Capcom versus SNK in the next couple of years. Because SNK has been slowly but surely creeping back into good graces. Because they were supposed to be, because how it worked was like they were alternating between games of who made which game. And then the last game was supposed to be SNK's turn. But then remember, SNK kept going bankrupt and all type of stuff started happening. And like literally they went bankrupt in the middle of the 2000s. And then it took them a good 7 to 10 years to really like have a direction and figure it out to where they're at now, which obviously with like Samurai Showdown coming out and then King of Fighters 15, and now we're about to get Fatal Fury next year. So I think we're like this little 90s, early 2000s renaissance of fighting is that everybody loved, I think is going to start coming back. And that really jump-started, I think, with last year when there was, I mean, that renaissance of games coming, of like fighting games coming back out. You know, we gonna get a bunch of these games, and then there's Mortal Kombat 1. But yeah, sorry I have to say it, but yeah, like
I'm listening to you, but that didn't have nothing to do with what's next. Like I'm loving this thread.
I'm here,
okay,
but like I'm just explaining. So we have all of that, like slowly but surely, like those seeds are getting planted, and then to add on to that, they acknowledge that the fighting collections are a series now. So there was the beat 'em up bundle. Because like everyone has a different logo, but now they finally said like, oh, this is actually like a series of collections. Like, you know, usually they just drop shit on like whatever, like it's just a collection and blah. No, it's like no, we're getting to somewhere. So if we're at Marvel vs. Capcom, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a Naomi arcade system. For the people who don't know, that is the arcade system that had Crazy Taxi, the first two Capcom versus SNK games, and like House of the Dead 2. And there's 2 more Capcom games nobody mentions, Power Stone 1 and 2. So we could potentially maybe get a Power Stone collection. I'm not sure. Maybe we get Rival School snuck in there. I'm not sure. There could be a Capcom versus SNK collection. I don't know. But I think they were bubbling to this, but like this Marvel vs. Capcom collection is really gonna be the fucking volcano that blows up, and we about to just start getting a whole lot of they about to just be like, yeah, we just putting this on. We're printing money. And I think the FGC evolution, not the evolution, but like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat coming out in a year, all this intermingling, X-Men 97, like it's literally a perfect storm of just like it's like a supernova happening right now. But go ahead.
All right, not being funny. what I was actually was like, because we know the X-Men game is coming out in 2030 with PS5 and PS6 probably Insomniac.
Okay.
Are we going to get another X-Men game in between that? Not fighting game related. I was gonna say that, but then you went on this fucking thread. A great. Hold on. A wonderful tangent. A wonderful tangent, by the way. Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, are we gonna get like another game considering all the things they're doing for the Marvel, like this rebrand of X-Men that includes this whole 90s loving thing they're doing right now?
It depends.
Yeah.
Like that Marvel's Rival game might do good. So that might, do something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really see it.
It depends on who makes it.
Because that's like a dime a dozen type of game right now.
I mean, me personally,
it depends on who makes it. Like if Capcom decides to do it, that shit is selling.
Oh no, it's already being made. They got the beta out for it. It's like a
I
mean a new game. No, I mean a new.
He's talking about he's talking about. He's not talking about Marvel Rivals. He's talking about like depending on like
an X-Men standalone. Like if Capcom were to do it, or I don't know. Like I think it could do something. But I will say though, I'm kind of surprised being that like. Actually, like finish your point. I'll kind of
no. I was just gonna say like I mean. We've seen other in the past, like in our childhood coming up, we saw like, Activision do things. We saw different companies like Ubisoft do things. So I'm curious to see if anybody else is going to jump on that wave, because I think the last thing that we saw was Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
We saw Midnight Suns. So I think it's plausible something like that could happen, because at the end of the day, that Insomniac thing is going to be a PlayStation exclusive. So they're going to have to give people something that's not a fighting game, as much as we love fighting games, and something that's not just exclusive to PlayStation. So I'm curious to see.
I do have a question though.
When that will happen? Go ahead. Sure.
Are y'all shocked? Are y'all surprised that this did not come back out on Xbox?
Not a single bit.
I'm not either.
People
were shocked, but like I've tried to recall any of the games that came out on Xbox, and
I mean,
everybody either talks about PlayStation 2 or like Dreamcast or Saturn. Like nobody talks about
Marvel vs. Capcom came out on.
MVC2 came out on Xbox.
MVC2, that's what I'm saying.
It was the least selling one. Everybody either bought Dreamcast or PlayStation.
Well, the big thing that's what I was gonna get to, synergy. I mean, you got to remember. At the end of the day, when it comes to Japanese companies, they're gonna stick with their own. And
that's so.
Sega has been doing a lot of shit with Microsoft, right? As far as like Game Pass, things like that, giving them early access to shit right there, right? We all know Capcom and Sega is a fucking Cold War. So I'm not surprised that Capcom was like, nah, because I mean, there were rumors at one point of there being serious interest in Capcom being bought out by
I remember that.
Sony. So it's not surprising that they're keeping this on a Sony exclusive, but it is going to be interesting because I mean, your cheapest option to get this game is going to be the Switch Lite, which is $199. But thing about the Switch Lite is you can't play that shit on your TV. So
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too complex.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, also too, there is a good bit of people that still don't have a next gen system. I know we all have next gen systems now, but I mean,
if you got the 4, you can play. I mean,
but think about what I'm saying is this also might drive people to go ahead and make that jump, because it may be some people who have an Xbox who might be like, all right, fuck it, I'll go ahead and get a PS5, or just so they can say they have this game. Because I mean, if you look at the timelines, I got my PS5 day one, which will be 4 years in a few months. You got yours a year ago, Nelson.
Yes.
And then Winston, you got yours like what?
It was
8 months ago.
Black Friday.
Yeah, 8 months ago, Black Friday. Yeah, so there's still some people out there that's waiting. So
Yeah.
I think before you, I was gonna say I think college football, this certain games are making people say, "Fuck it, I got to go ahead and break bread because I can't keep on, trying to hold on to the old shit."
For sure. Just little quick things. For one, I know this sounds crazy because they put 7 games in it, but like I said before, I'm kind of shocked they didn't just go full front and just put like Mutant Apocalypse and War of the Gems in there, since those were Marvel, X-Men, Capcom games, because the Punisher in there. But I like that they put the Punisher in there because a lot of people think that Children of the Atom is the first Capcom Marvel game, and it's not. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't even know that Coda is the third, actually technically the third Capcom Marvel Capcom game, because Mutant Apocalypse was number 2. Mutant Apocalypse is the first X-Men Capcom game. So it literally is like Punisher, Mutant Apocalypse, Children of the Atom, and then I think Marvel Superheroes, then War of the Gems, and then like you go to X-Men vs. Street Fighter, so on and so forth. So there was that, and then like if you want to get into super nerd talk, all of the hidden playable characters are going to be available. So for
that's big. That's huge.
Magneto and Juggernaut are playable. With that, from what I read, I think one Akuma you could do via the code any port, but I think with Magneto and Juggernaut they were only available if you found a hacked ROM of it. Anita, I think, is in Marvel Superheroes. She is.
And
Cyber Akuma.
That's the one. That's the one.
Bro, when I went to that character, I was like, is that Cyber Akuma? And he's playable, which is crazy. So like that's gonna be fun to see. I'm curious though, like if if the Red Venom and Gold Hulk like from MVC1 is still in there. I don't know. Maybe they didn't say anything. The only one is like that Noromaru guy. That's probably because of licensing things with the Japanese version of Marvel vs. Street Fighter, which is fine. ROM-wise, the only, I don't want to say complaint I heard, but with X-Men vs. Street Fighter, as good of a game as it is, it's kind of known for being a janky-ass game with infinites. And the ROM that they put in, they're putting for this one, because that too, just in case everybody is questioning whether to buy this, they are all arcade ROMs. This is not a home port thing. These are all straight from the arcade ROMs, and those are getting emulated, or not emulated, but ported. Excuse me. So these are all perfect arcade ports. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, everything is unlocked too, so you don't got to worry about playing with experience to get everybody like you used to back in the day. But with X-Men vs. Street Fighter, I heard some people complaining, like not complaining, but they were like, "Damn, it's not the one with the infinites." But I've also read too that third one you can still do them if you're that good. It's just like they're just not the easiest to pull off, which I don't give a shit about. I'm just happy that the hidden characters are there and that we'll be able to play them. So, but it's gonna be great. Like it's not like the Street Fighter, like the 30th anniversary collection. They learned the lesson from there of only having training mode for 4 out of the 12 games and only online for 12. Only those 4 games. All 7 games are gonna have online play. You could play online co-op with the Punisher. You could spectate. You could co-op spectate.
Now that's gonna be fun. The co-op
rollback netcode. Yeah. Like there's lobbies too. So shout out to the Discord, Union Fighting Academy. If you all y'all be in the Discord talking that talk, I hope you go buy this so we can get in these lobbies and get crazy. So
we about to find out who's fake and who's real once this comes out.
So and then obviously like obviously all the gallery stuff and all the all the extra little artwork and things like that. Even the marquee cards, which I think is cool. I've never seen that in a game where you can read the marquee cards as you play, like they used to have back and like on the machine. So I mean, I'm looking forward to this. Like I think, like I said before, to wrap this up, like my shock factor was more of how soon it was rather than it actually happening, because they put this on a Nintendo Direct, bro. They didn't put this on a Games Fest. They didn't put this on Xbox Showcase. Like literally, it was a Nintendo Game Fest, and when Nintendo Direct, and when I saw the picture, I thought it was fake because it looked Photoshop. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that Capcom logo with Ryu with the glow behind them, but Nintendo, man, salute to Nintendo. Because we're all gonna buy this game, and I hope y'all do too. But Nintendo, I have to give so much respect to Nintendo because Nintendo understood early, we are not Sony. We're not Microsoft. Y'all want to fight for graphic supremacy and how good your games look? Cool. We care about fun. And we going to make fun games.
Yeah.
And they have not made a Switch 2 yet. Like, they are literally just running all these games back or making like different games where it's like, yo, it's just about fun factor. So
I hear you. I hear you. But
fuck that.
I give respect to Capcom for doing this. Nintendo, y'all niggas not low, but I'm gonna say that you get a pass today. You get a pass today.
They know what they're doing. But that's the thing. That's how crazy this was that they snuck this in the Nintendo Direct, and like Metroid Prime 4 would have gotten most, if not all, the attention, aside from Mario Party. And Metroid Prime 4 being like a damn near, like I said, a hidden urban legend is actually going to be a real game coming out next year. So, we did it. But yeah, buy this so you don't cry and complain when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is never available again. Go buy a physical copy, keep it in your house.
Because they playing with the digital shit. Y'all fuck around with digital.
I can see some of y'all buying 4 copies so you can sell them. That might be me too.
They're gonna be available.
Why are you talking? Look at the comments.
Nah, I want to say this. So,
what's up? Shout out to Don.
So I'm looking at my actual iTunes right now that y'all can't see. This is Apple Music, and I see a song that I added June 12th, 2015. So think about where you were June 12th, 2015.
June 12th, 2015. Is this from the West Coast?
No.
Is this from Memphis?
No. I'm about to play it because it's funny how almost 10 years later this is where we are. Because it has been quite the week.
Travis Scott.
Woo! Boy. Free usage. Sober usage.
That's right. Free usage. That's right,
man. We are the usage, nigga. Fuck that shit. We got this. Let's show you work, baby. Now.
For usage, YouTube. We don't need strike 2.
We got strike 1 for some bullshit. But fuck all that. This is show your work, goddammit. Round of applause. I'm not gonna play because I want the song to keep playing. But yeah, man. The real black boy, white boy, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 down bad men. The first one, where do I want to go? Black boy or white boy? Which one I want to go, man? I don't know. Let's see.
That's Travis Porter.
This ain't Travis Porter. This is Travis Timberlake.
Let's go with
Imagine this
title number 1. Travis Timberlake.
bring sexy back.
Bring drunk back.
So what was going on with Travis Scott? Well, he was just drunk in the park and some shit.
Go ahead, let's get drunk. Yeah,
it was drunk
in Miami, and then the cops. He said, "We're in Miami, dude."
Hey man, he thought Southside was the king of Miami. He said they was gonna protect him.
Nah,
he found out. Hey, Josh said, "Fuck that. I'm the king of Miami."
I'm the king of Miami.
Hey, man. That's a sick ass title, by the way. King of Miami. I just want to let it be known. Shout out to all my Miami niggas.
Yo, who the king of Miami though? I'm sorry. I'll stop.
I have an answer. I have an answer.
Who? It's a tough decision to think about.
The Israelite. That's who's the king of Miami.
The Israelite.
Whoever owns
the Haitian Israelite. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's a Kodak
Arcade
moment.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Whoever owns the Arcade Odyssey.
K2. Spice Boy.
Yeah, Spice Boys definitely. Because I'm gonna tell you like this. Mo. I don't give a fuck. Josh don't run shit in
I
Miami.
don't
He
care
is the
either.
786
I don't give a
ambassador.
shit.
So
Bro, I say
salute to him.
Saucy Santana, King of Miami. What he gonna do?
Ooh, hey, nah. King of Miami.
Jimmy
King
Butler,
of Miami.
Oh,
I mean, Rob Banks is the king of Miami more than fucking Josh.
Wow.
Salute to Rob Banks. Not Rob. Rob Banks is living his raps right now. If you haven't paid attention, so like, yeah, he, that sounds problematic, but okay, okay,
Amen.
okay. The thing is, you saying that, but you're not gonna say that to them niggas' faces, so that's cool. Nah, I don't know who the King of Miami is, man.
I could care less who the King of Miami
but it's
is.
it's not Travis Scott. That's for damn sure. And
he said it's Miami.
Yeah. All right, so keep in mind, Travis Scott has had a chaotic past 30 days because it was like 2 weeks ago he was actually a nigga in Paris and he got throttled by Tyga and his homie.
He did. And Cher said, "Look at my man."
Mm-hmm.
Cher, old ass Cher said, "Look at little AE go."
Yeah,
I know she was getting hot flashes watching that. I know she was getting hot flashes watching that video.
That's my man, and I'm gonna stand by him.
That's a sick pipeline. Like,
yo, that's crazy, right?
That's a sick pipeline.
Bro, he went from Amber Rose to Cher.
But I mean,
and he got the baby with Amber Rose too.
Hey man, classic.
He got the bread with Cher. You gotta love it.
Come on, man.
You don't call it classic Coke?
Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. So yeah, you get. I mean, then this DUI. I mean, Travis is gonna pay a fucking fine and be okay, and he'll be all right. Yeah.
Michael Jordan eyes.
Hey, Jumpman Jack.
Jumpman. Yeah.
Hey man. And then
Just
my OG, man.
It's
my OG. My OG, dog. The main.
He got the cutie pop buckshot too. Like, hold on, guys.
The main. All right, so.
Bullshits. Hey, bro.
All right, so shout out to my man, Great Gatsby. You know what I'm saying?
Gatsby.
All right. Like legit. Am I only person that legitimately called that shit the Great Gatsby when 2020 Experience came out? Because I thought it was Great Gatsby, dog.
I get the vibe because that was like the same time. It was right. That was the same time. It was 2 year frame.
Everybody was dressing like the Great Gatsby, so I get it.
Yeah, like
I get no. I'm here with you. I just did not call it that out. I get it. Suit and tie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is the post Swagger like
I'm here with you. I'm here. Yo, Mo, I'm not Mo. You right? It's a Jordan brand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nah, I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
That was a lot. He was just drunk off his ass.
I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah. First of all, you should. I mean, I kind of knew what type of time JT was on when he was wearing like shit like this back then. Like this was before Black Panther came out, and this is a Black Panther necklace pattern, bro. Like 2020 Experience live in Iceland. Yeah, bro. Shit's Great Gatsby, dog.
Yo, Justin Timberlake is who Elon Musk think he is. Shout out to my Africans.
I can't even argue with that. I mean, that Elon definitely looks at that picture of just like this is framed in Elon's crib for sure, and he's like, "How can I be like you, JT?" How?
I'm not gonna lie. Hey man, shout out to that cop because it wasn't for that cop, Justin Timberlake would have really been a man in the woods. So.
I respect it. I like how Juicy J knew that people didn't know where the fuck Midlands, Tennessee was.
He said, "Free the Memphis legend." Man.
Memphis legend. I mean, it's basically Memphis. It's not Memphis, but it is Memphis. But yeah, Jay.
Well, you know, hey man, hey, you know.
Nah, you should. You have to picture him walking out. That shit was funny.
Nah, that was funny, but nah, that fucking satire page, nigga said that he had poppers on him.
Yeah, they said he had poppers,
That was
Molly.
stupid. He said poppers. I was like, uh-oh.
They said he had a prep drug on him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, nah.
That boy was in Sag Harbor in the Hamptons. I know what Sag Harbor at. Yeah, he was with the white boys getting it in.
Yeah, he had the honey back in his DNA.
Yo,
Yeah,
they said he stole like somebody's drink that went to the bathroom. Oh my, this picture is hilarious.
Look at his kick game though. Oh, you know you gotta step out.
Hey man,
Hey,
right on
man.
Juneteenth.
Yeah,
Like the day
I
before
got one
Juneteenth.
felony. I got 2 felonies. Bishop Justin Timberlake.
Look at Justin
Hey,
Timberlake.
man.
Look at this fucking guy, man.
Look at
This-
the cop. Look at the cop looking at him like, oh, I can't wait to tell my people about this shit. Like,
Yo, supposedly the cop didn't know who he was.
fuck outta here.
He was
Fuck outta here,
no,
yo.
Not
not you.
The
but-
cop was
the cop,
mad
yeah,
young.
that's right.
Like, the cop was a young cop, which honestly, in
Oh.
Long Island, it don't
Well.
surprise me. That's where all the New York City cops are from now. That play on Candy Crush on their phone all day. And Eric Adams in New York City. So yeah, but
Pickleball.
yeah, yo, my man was really in the Hamptons getting slizzy. He was slizzer. Look at this, bro. I refuse. Let's see. Look at my boy. Look at the Memphis legend.
That shit crazy, B.
He got that DUI.
Ooh. Oh no, I ain't even seen the video yet. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, thank God somebody stopped him. In all seriousness, like driving not cool, being drunk is not cool. We don't condone that shit. Even if you don't got it, bro, like find a way to get home, dog, because this is not cool. Like, and if you don't have a way to get home for being too drunk, stay your ass at home. Like,
Yeah, man.
For real.
I have friends who died from drunk. I have a good amount of friends who died from the hands of drunk driving.
Yes, that's
So,
just not
that's
cool.
not the
Stay
game.
home, man. Either stay home
okay.
or drink some water and stay somewhere. Don't risk it, bro.
His eyes were bloodshot and glassy, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage was emanating from his breath.
Emanating.
Oh, it is
Nah,
emanating.
but
I've never seen
like
spelled
the first one
emanating.
better.
Hold up, time out.
I like that better though. I like that better though. Emantic.
Hey, because as a man, right? It's an E-man-T. Come on, bro. Look, I've never spelled emanating. I've never spelled emanating before a day in my life. I promise you. I knew what it was, but I'm not one of these big word niggas. I ain't Earl, all right? I ain't finna just say, yo, so
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Emanating. Like, I ain't a fearless leader, man. Why and them while we got. Now, that being said, Timberlake reported to the cops, no, I'm not doing a chemical test. I refuse. Oh, man. Just. Well, shut. JT, I hope you.
That much, bro. They said he looked like V's, bro. That shit got me crying.
I mean, like, he still got his wife, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's still married. He's still married to Jessica Biel. He's still married to Jessica Biel.
I ain't listen to that album either.
So
that shit
over to your wife. Oh, what's she singing? What's she playing? The fucking ukulele?
What?
No, you said Jessica Biel?
No, Justin Timberlake. His wife now. Jessica Biel's wife.
I thought you said she came out with an album. I thought she was on Gwyneth Paltrow shit. I thought she was on some Gwyneth Paltrow shit.
Yeah. Now, if he kills somebody while driving, then she might have to put an album to pay for his fucking fees. But
that's insane.
Thank God.
Insane.
Thank God that didn't happen. He is not literally a man of the woods. He just was musically a man of the woods.
Nah, man. Can you pull up Mo's? Well, I'll pull it up real quick.
Just saying.
Mo, no. But anyway,
we know this, bro. We just being
but that's hilarious. The idea of Justin Timberlake like getting Jessica Biel in the studio on some like
stems.
Yeah,
just sing over this. I got the lyrics
All right. Now, all right. So here's the thing. Let's ask this question: is Jessica Biel a Justified, a Future Drugs,
Future sex love
songs?
Oh,
That's a
fucking
Future
even-
Drugs.
even
Future
Dom
Drugs.
Kennedy albums.
I mean, hey man,
Not wrong.
it was
I
a great.
understand.
It was a great flip of that title for the record.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dom Kennedy.
Yeah. Shout out to Mo. Tweeted
Yeah.
me with my name in all cash. Cause I said the plot twist. That shit would have been fire. He came out of LeBron's. Can you imagine?
That was 10 out of 10. That was 10 out of 10.
Yo, can you imagine Dom Kennedy pop out of some LeBron's?
Yo,
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
LeBron's son and Don Kennedy would be the funniest shit ever though. All right, is she a early JT? Is she a prime JT? Is she a 2020 JT, or is she a girl of the woods?
Well,
I don't know enough about Jessica Biel's personal life. I know he was dating her during 2020.
No, I'm just saying, but just looking at Jessica Biel though, like, do you?
Oh, she definitely.
Well, I know in real life she inspired the second half of 2020, but for shits and giggles, when you see her in movies, I say the fucking break beat of "Sexy Back." You ready? Yeah, that Jessica Biel.
Yeah, I'll probably say it's Future Sex Love sounds like 2020 experience. She'll show me as a justified girl.
I'm surprised
that was too hip hop for her.
Nah,
like
she down, but I'm just curious.
Like, I'm surprised Kevin Durant tweet about Jessica Biel more than Scarlett Johansson. I would think in white women, Jessica Biel is higher than Scarlett Johansson.
I'm not.
I'm gonna comment because I don't care. I'm comment because I don't care. No.
That ain't for y'all to answer. I'm just thinking because I don't know what you find. Like, I don't really look at white women for attraction. So I don't know what.
I'm not talking about Kevin Durant on the day of the summer solstice.
Me personally,
yeah.
I prefer more realistic white women, and Scarlett Johansson is a more realistic looking white woman. Jessica Biel is like one of those, like one of those.
Expound on the Jessica Biel.
No, I gotta.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's me and you now, Larry. It's me and you.
No, I'll be right back.
The hot seat, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see how they turn. Let's see how they try to flip this for me being a milkman. Let's go. I don't give a fuck.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Are you locked, friend? Was it on Wednesday hours ago? Are we locked in?
That's crazy, bro.
All right, we vibing, so step this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you locked in? Or you?
I like women that look more realistic. So like a realistic white woman for me is Scarlett Johansson, where it's like, okay, because Scarlett Johansson's probably like what 5'4", something like that.
Yeah.
5'4". Curvy to a certain degree, got a little something back there. Jessica Biel is like one of those like tall white women. It's like, oh, she's an attraction. It's like, oh, you put her in like, you're not gonna see Jessica Biel's like that all day. You'll see a Scarlett Johansson. So
yeah, but I figured if you go and get the milk, you want some shit that stands out.
Well,
if you have a choice, if you want to do that, if you have a choice,
I'm gonna take ScarJo before I take Jessica Biel 20 times before that. So that's just me personally. Also, in 2009, like prime Scarlett Johansson, fuck Lamar. So yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, this is mature milk talk. I fuck with it.
I think Earl.
Larry
Larry
don't pursue. He's not exclusive to white women, by the way, for people that's tapping in. But
listen, they're gonna chop this up. Niggas gonna be like, oh yeah, I know how this is gonna go. I don't care,
man.
I know, like he just put Y in them, right? That's probably for Mo. That's probably gonna be young nigga milk. I already know. Like I know how Mo moves, so I know where this is gonna go. But no, I'm cool, bro. Like I like what I like, man. So shout out to Scarlett Johansson. Shout out to Jessica. How's Jessica?
I do got one. I do got one white woman that is a supreme white woman in her time,
And that's
Tori Wilson.
oh come on, man.
Tori Wilson
But,
from
all right.
99, 2000, 2001. That's the
Okay,
only white
but okay,
woman.
this is kind of all right. This is the same conversation though, right? Because Tori Wilson, tall, blonde, white woman, right? Trish Stratus. You can find. Come on, like you gotta go. You gotta go with go. But let's not spend too much time talking. About
Welcome back to Show Your Work, Nelson. Welcome back.
Hey, y'all was going crazy. I mean, you're not right. You're right about ScarJo though.
You got to poise on.
What Darvingham say? Salute.
Salute.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
look, man,
Keep playing. Box out. Salute.
He talk all this. I like what I like, but all he be around with the homies is black women's.
Y'all are ridiculous, bro. But yeah, man.
That's
Justin Timberlake was off something, but keep him off the car, bro. He refused to breathalyze. Yeah, keep him off the car, man. Keep him off the streets.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on with Justin Timberlake in his star power? Does Justin Timberlake make another attempt in music? Do we have to sit down with Kai?
He did.
He just dropped the album.
He just dropped the album.
He just dropped the album with Timberlake.
And that shit was ass.
I said Timberlake, Timberland, Timberlake, same
that
thing.
shit was ass, bro.
I didn't listen
I
to
remember
it.
that. I remember
I
that.
haven't listened to it, so I can't tell you if it's ass.
Nah, I seen that
honestly,
shit was ass, and I could tell that shit was ass.
He got to sit in front of Charlamagne. He got to go to the Breakfast Club.
No, he don't, bro. I don't give a fuck about Justin Timberlake. You know what I care more about? We gonna get that NSYNC documentary. Oh, now the Luke Perlman shit. I'm gonna watch that, but that's not gonna make me want to be like, yo, I want to listen to Justin Timberlake's new album. No,
that's evil Michael Bivins.
Justin Timberlake.
No,
Luke Perlman.
I thought you called Justin Timberlake evil Michael Bivins. I was about to walk out.
That's
like it's just in
vanilla.
The street. It just laughed for like 10 minutes.
That's Skim Milk Sean. If you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, Nelson. You're right, but I just thought he called Justin Timberlake
the white Michael Bivins. That's
the
crazy.
White Michael Bivins.
You gotta put some gazelles on that mugshot. The white Michael Bivins.
The fuck?
Damn, yo. Ralph is JC Chavez. He's a real singer.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Johnny Gilby and Lance Bass.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, all them allegations make sense. My. It all ties in.
Legendary.
Oh my
god. Hey man,
legendary. It's legendary right now.
Oh god.
We here, baby.
Oh my god! All right.
That's the best, yo. Real talk. This is like the best part about Show Your Work on like a quote unquote prom week, because every other podcast, people talking about one thing and make that the main thing. We gonna talk about everything because everything the main thing. This is what we do. Look at how we just went from milk right to come on, bro. We had a mature joint that we dipped out of it. We was like, yeah, we gotta.
Yo, Gotti said.
Legendary.
Yo, KP is hilarious, yo. He said the Chargers won't lock him up for seeing him.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. Now I know I'm from the same area as Justin Timberlake, so my view on Justin Timberlake is skewed, right? To a certain degree. I'm legit asking a question here.
You have 20/20 vision on Justin Timberlake? I'm sorry, guys.
You're good. That almost got me. That almost got me. All right.
This is crazy.
Well, how would you say?
that one almost got me. I can't hold you.
No, you got me. You got me, Nelson.
Hey,
Woo!
it was good. You're lucky I don't have my 2020 CD anymore that I actually bought. So All right. So I want to ask this question, like seriously, because I'm not tapped in. I just
Yo,
do it on my own.
JT's month. That's crazy. But continue.
Hey, it is this month, man. Shout out to JT. Okay. Besides the Super Bowl, right? And besides Britney him being a terrible boyfriend at a young age, right? What wrong has Justin Timberlake really done? I'm just curious with the outrage that people have for Justin Timberlake because I don't see it. Maybe I'm just like a casual that doesn't follow the air, but like, what is people's gripe with JT outside of the Super Bowl and outside of? Because I'm just legit curious.
I think it's to me like if you want me to be honest, that shit he had some weird shit with Prince at one point. He was being weird with Prince.
Okay, I have a counter with that. Okay,
you gonna say Michael did it? It's okay.
Keep going.
What they fucking do?
Yo, Mike sending JT on a dummy mission would be the funniest thing ever.
Nah, bro.
Go get him, Justin. Go get him.
What, bro? You was listening to North Star before you started this podcast.
I was.
Shout to Papa Wu. I was. What's today's mathematics, God? We talking about Justin Timberlake and Prince.
Patience is the patience. That's the mathematics, God. Patience.
Justin Timberlake wasn't following patience because he could have sat his ass down and drank some water before he drove.
But you know what? How many letters are in patient, God? 7. Do the knowledge now.
Okay, so I think there's that. I think people are just, I guess, realizing like how much he like wanted to tap into. I hate this word. I'm sorry, y'all. The culture, but like he wasn't really tapped in like that. They feel like it's exploitation. I don't know. That's what I see people say. I'm not.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm just
yeah.
And I think the third one, and I think that's the one that's most important. I want to say important, but makes the most sense to me after hearing all 5 of their accounts is how everything happened with NSYNC.
Okay. All right.
So I really think that's how he handled that really made people like after like people started to really find out what happened. And nobody was like, I don't think all 4 of the other dudes were like, fuck Justin, like fuck him. It was just like, nah, he chose to do it, and he was around. Like everybody enabled him to do it, and they didn't really get a chance to really like try to make like kind of keep it where he could like go solo and then be a group because like he was just so far gone and like so far off the ledge to go solo that it kind of was a lost cause to try to get something to move forward. But I'll let you go.
Okay, no, Winston was going to say something. Actually, I was going to.
Just to piggyback off what Nelson was saying from like there's a growing community and just like amount of people that care about like that culture shit like for real. So as time went on through his legacy, that's where that shit started to build up due to how society is right now.
Okay.
And I mean, and also just it is what it is, but his duality. A lot of people have duality, but his duality with how he maneuvered with music and outside of music, and like what the prime of his music was. But he ain't never burned nobody. He gave back. Everybody financially is benefited mutually. So to me, if it's mutual benefit, me speaking for me, I don't give a fuck. But I understand that's where people coming from. Everything that Nelson is saying, that's how, and a lot of that stuff is a growing thing as we get to how we are now.
I will say too, I'm so sorry. I know you're about to go. The Janet thing also.
Well, I mean, yeah. Besides, I mean, that's
Well, that's obvious. But I do think like then like he kind of did more. He did more of like veering away from what he was trying to do with the Justify shit, and like went with Man of the Woods, and like tried to downplay like what got him popular. If that makes sense. And I understand it. Like, it sounds crazy.
Say that again. I'm just trying to make sure I heard that right.
So like, it's kind of like he did Man of the Woods,
and
like kind of just like was like whatever about like I guess what he was doing beforehand, and it just didn't work. And I guess he didn't want to acknowledge that the Man of the Woods shit did not work for him. And I guess he's just like, it's a weird thing. I can't really articulate it right now, so I will try to. But it kind of the way he got into Man of the Woods, like, and then just like tried to veer back to like what got him popular was like, all right, like,
okay. I mean,
if that makes sense.
I'm kind of.
It does. It does.
Okay, because
you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. I mean, I'll speak from like somebody that's from.
Well, you're from Memphis, so you probably have a different viewpoint of.
Well, this is my viewpoint straight.
Or what we observe more than how we feel.
So I'll say this. I think that people try to make Justin Timberlake into like basically Elvis, but it's like nowhere near the case. I just think that there's a difference in somebody being a shitty person, and word to what Amp just said in the comments, that shouldn't be speaking on issues that, just not his lane at the time. I agree with that, but there's difference in that versus somebody who literally acted like, black people just didn't do shit and that he invented every fucking thing. Because the whitewashing with Elvis is like the funniest shit of all time, if you know the story. So I'm not gonna get into it. Fuck Elvis, fuck Graceland, fuck all that shit.
Fuck Elvis.
You died taking the shit, you bozo. So it is what it is.
Only now, Elvis I acknowledge is Elvis Crespo, but continue.
Suavemente. Now,
Puerto Rican legend.
Come on, man. Suavemente. Now,
I'm tired of that song, but I acknowledge it. But continue.
When I hear it out, it's okay. It's like I hear it out in the doses.
I'm gonna tell you why.
First of all, that's that shit.
I heard that shit way too much on the radio as a kid. Way too much.
I did. So that's the difference. Like that's the difference.
Then shout out to my neighbors. If they ever listen to this podcast from back home, I love y'all. I love y'all, the greatest neighbors ever. Y'all held me down as a young youth. But they used to play that song at every fucking party. I used to be like, like when you have like neighbors or you have friends that like when they get a certain BAC level, they start playing songs that you're like, oh yeah, they were twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, no. Yeah. So like that was one of these songs that I'm like, oh, they playing this. That means everybody in the house is wasted. That was their BAC over 0.08 song right there.
That's me when I was younger and my sister used to play the fuck out of Are You That Somebody by Aaliyah. I fucking hated Aaliyah, dog. I wanted to burn that shit down, nigga. I was like, yo, who is this? Say yes or say no. Like, shut up. Like, somebody. I hate that song with that is like a top 10 song I never want to hear again in life. Before we get to that, I just want to say real quick, I feel like Justin Timberlake isn't a culture vulture. I just think Justin Timberlake is white and doesn't know when to shut up. There's a difference.
I would definitely agree. I think that's what it is.
There's a complete difference between somebody that's just white and may even have good intentions, but just needs to realize it's not your. Exactly.
He don't know his place. He doesn't understand that he's a white man in the.
But like when you say culture vulture, there are like way bigger people, way worse people than Justin Timberlake, especially considering just some of the shit that people don't even know Justin Timberlake has done. Like, that's him being cool with niggas is not just like a photo op thing. Like,
it's a mutual relationship.
I like the way like Winston on some wrestling shit, the way like you see the photos back in the day of like Razor Ramon and Bret Hart kicking it with us when like all the other wrestlers won, that's how Justin Timberlake was. You know what I'm saying? So like I've seen JT fuck with real shit. Like he's not, you know, but I get why people outside of the shit feel that way. The Janet shit was crazy. Beefing with Prince is crazy, but I know no one's gonna say it but me. But I mean, at the same time, rest in peace to Prince, but let's not act like Prince was not a goddamn maniac about everything. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look up Prince and Rick James. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, JT, get some help. And yeah.
You're right. Granted, you're right. But yeah, I think I would agree. I would say JT is like he's just a white boy that don't know his place sometimes. He oversteps his boundary because he worked with Timberlake and Pharrell. Yeah.
I mean, I think people also probably got tired of just like, you know, because I mean, you gotta think he is the like MTV owes a lot to him. Those three, that's like the King Ghidra of MTV right there. Timberland, Justin Timberlake, all that. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So but going back to Leah though, rest in peace of Leah, but that I never want to hear that song again ever in my life. Like that sound, that's what it was. It sounded like a baby in the background and shit. I fucking hated it. Like, it was a baby. Okay, I wasn't tripping. It was a baby. It sounded crazy. I fucking hate that song with the passion.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I hate Pretty Wings by Maxwell. I hate it. Hate it.
Oh, with Pretty Wings?
No. There are songs that, like, again, shout out to having two beautiful Black queens in your life and a mother and sister, but you've heard so much that you just do not want to ever hear it again in your life. Maxwell, Pretty Wings, India Ari, I'm Not My Hair. Yeah. Rosalind, I love you, but you wore a bob for many years. I don't know why you felt the need to just play I'm Not My Hair.
Yo, that's correct. Larry, come on, man.
No, listen. You know,
my fault. That's Williams' business.
No, it's not Williams' business. It's just, bruh. The same, I want y'all to know the same way I'm with y'all is the same exact way I'm with Ross. So this is not something that's just like out of the norm of me saying this, right? I'm not just throwing her under the bus. She knows this. Like, she trolls me about this, bro. Like, I'll be fucking sitting there chilling, eating when we over there, and then like Pretty Wings will start playing. And I'm like, all right, it's time for me to go. Like, fam, I know. No. What's another song that I can't stand that I've heard too much? It's a Mary J. Blige one that I wish I never heard a day in my life. What is it?
Is this you talking about the shit with Terrence Howard?
Nah, it is. Hold up. Nah.
That was the big radio record. That's why I asked. Because normally the song you hear too much.
Let me see. I'm playing it on the side now to make sure.
Oh, there you go, Larry. Your sound, Mike.
He probably listened to it, so
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear.
Nah. It's not enough crying, but it's around that era though. This is like mid 2000s.
I Can Love You.
Is it 7 Day to?
No, it's Just Fine. Oh my god, yo! If I hear Just Fine, oh my god, yo, it's Just Fine.
When I see Mary J at the Roots picnic, she did Just Fine. I was like, yep, it's almost time to go.
You over there vibing out here. Woo! All right. When I hear Just Fine by Mary J. Blige, bro,
that shit crazy.
Hey, look, Just Fine for Mary J. Blige is this for me. That's what that is. It's like, oh God, oh no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Hey fam, I wanted to like. There are many days where I wanted to reach in that motherfucking Chevy Equinox, take that CD, throw it, burn it, and never to be found again, dog. But I also knew I would get my ass whooped by a 5-foot black woman, and I would be on punishment for years. So no, but bro,
Also,
yeah. I've been saying a lot. I'm thinking here too of other songs. Any other songs that y'all never want to hear ever again in your life, like that you're just like, bro, I don't want to hear this.
it would be all
I
night.
was but when this is like back when you had to listen to the radio, I was not a fan of Billy Most Wanted. They fucking singles that can't go across the border. Bow, bow. Fucking hated that shit. That shit was trash. Fucking I ain't gonna lie. Miss Jackson.
Outkast.
I hate that shit too much.
Okay, I get it though. It's one of those ones that's
Like,
that's the one.
Too much.
Yeah. It's that one and Bombs Over Baghdad that I completely understand you being like, all right, enough. Like now, if you would have said the whole world or something like that, I'd be like, all right, you tripping? That's a classic. But
no. But like that's something that's a song that's better. Like it's better songs than fucking Miss Jackson. There's better Outkast songs to me than Miss Jackson.
Oh no, I definitely agree.
Yeah, but you know, hey, that was the perfect formula. Hey y'all.
Mo.
Oh, that was one.
I feel that way about the Love Below as a whole, except for Prototype. Everything else off of Love Below, I do not have to hear.
Prototype is hard.
Prototype is that shit.
Hard.
Roses was that shit too at first until. But all right, I want y'all to imagine this. My sister was in high school going through her first breakup when Roses came out. So imagine how much that shit was just blasting in the fucking
crash.
That was back when y'all had the JBL house speakers with the Bluetooth.
Yes. The JBL and the JVC. Yes. She Lives in My Lap Can Burn in Hell.
Damn.
That's your thing? Listen to Andre just crooning. She lives in my lap. Like, no, bro. No. Cut that speaker box on, dog. I ain't trying to hear this shit.
Cut that speaker box.
Title number 2. Cut that speaker box on,
man. Cut that on, man.
No, bro. I'm trying to hear. Yes, I will listen to Speaker Box intro for the 35th millionth time, dog. Yes.
Speaker box.
Yeah, Speaker Box. Yeah, bro, with the beat going crazy. Yeah, I will listen to Tomb of Boom.
Oh, Tomb of Boom was hard.
That's the greatest. That's the best track on the album. What you mean?
Tomb of Boom was hard. What the fuck are you talking about?
What? Matter of fact, that is a goated song, bro. Like, yeah. I was a Purple Ribbon All-Star, bro. I was not trying to hear no motherfucking Love Below, dog. Like, no.
That nigga says a Purple Ribbon All-Star.
Yeah. Before it was cool to drink Grape and Coke, nigga. The purple stuff. Yes. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other songs that like I cannot stand to hear.
I'll be on the kryptonite.
What about R&B? What's some R&B shit that like they play that shit too much?
Oh God, where do I start?
Because some shit, some shit that I heard too much, I actually like today. So like, I love Kim. Like Kim was that shit, right? I'm just trying to think of shit that was going crazy that I'm like, nah, too. Boy is Mine. I hate that fucking song. I'm sorry. Brandy, Monica, Gunica.
You don't fuck with the Boy Is Mine?
No. I heard it so much.
I was listening to it the other.
You got a sister. Yeah, you got a sister.
Man.
It's funny because I was listening to Never Say Never. Was it Never Say Never? Was the Brandy album was on? What's the second album? Never Say. Is it Never Say Never? It's the one with Top of the World, Angel in the Skies.
I'm
I
gonna
think
get,
that's it.
I'm gonna get killed for this. I'm not a. I don't think I've ever listened to a full Brandy album before.
I don't blame you. Not that it's bad.
No.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying.
bad.
No, I know
But
what you. I know what you mean.
I
Like,
can,
yeah,
I can see. Why
yeah.
people
Like it
have
just
never
wasn't.
listened to Brandy
It
album
wasn't my
before.
thing. I always thought she was dope, and I know Winston always promotes. Shout out to the music section. Like he's a Brandy truther, like for sure. But
I said, what's a full
I hate this
moon?
chat.
Nah, never say nothing.
Thread.
no,
Never say
Chloe,
nothing.
I'm not. No,
Donnie, thank you, Donnie.
can we talk?
Yeah, we
Oh,
talk.
I mean the Blavity brunch jams. Yeah, sure. No, like we now that's what I call Blavity Volume 2. Yeah, no, I'm not. Is that title number 3?
I mean, that's what you want to put it as.
Because what
Man.
was title number 2?
Black boy, white boy.
Black boy,
Nah,
white boy.
it was I said something else about might have been on Leah or something. I can't. Not in a bad way, y'all. Not in a bad way. Good God.
But
trick
Never Say Never. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. Never say nothing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was Never Say Never. Brunch Made Me Hate Love by Keisha. Oh.
No. Okay,
hold
on.
I have a hot take.
Yes.
You don't listen to that song if you got a girlfriend.
I Changed My Mind is the better song.
Oh, absolutely. But there's nothing.
I Changed My Mind was hard.
There is nothing like seeing a ratchet in her zone bouncing like this when Keisha Cole was playing. Like it's nothing like it.
What's the song she did with Missy Elliott and Lil Kim? I'm not gonna lie. That's the old head two-stepper song.
That's seeing a ratchet.
If my mom play that, it's up. If my mom play that, it's up.
Oh man,
it's up.
Yeah, nah,
definitely. Yeah, bro. I changed my
mind.
In the air. I Changed My Mind is hard. I listened to that the other day. I was like, nah, Kanye went crazy. Fuck Kanye, but Kanye went crazy on that beat.
Nah, what's that other Maxwell song from like the 90s that like
Fortunate?
Probably. That probably was like, yo, like this sounds like
so glad.
I think it's Fortunate.
Something.
No, it's not some before. Because some is
No.
Yeah.
That's the song that's the song you're talking about?
No, that's no. I love that song. Hold on.
Yeah. Nah, the SOS remix to what song is that? I'm forgetting the name of the song. I'm gonna tell you right now. Give me a second. Oh, Don't Ever Wonder, Ascension.
I think that's it. That's
the slow jam.
That's the slow jam. No, that one's faster. That's the one that has the SOS band remix to it.
Yeah,
that one was hard. You talking about to the cops come knocking?
Maybe so. I gotta go back.
This one.
Let me see. I think say the last one again.
This Woman's Work.
I think that's the one. Let me go see if this. I mean, I know that like I've heard people say
that's the one he started singing. That he was just singing crazy. He just started with the high ass note that I'm not going to do.
No, thank.
Ooh, that wild shit. That's back when niggas used to sing the draws off a girl. It was like,
oh my god, I hate this one too. Oh god, yo, I just got PTSD off rip from This Woman's Work.
Oh, This Woman's Work. Yeah. That's what I meant. This Woman's Work. Yeah.
That one. Nah, the one I'm thinking of, it sounded like this nigga's riding in a caravan for like 100 miles down the road, and it's just like it sounds terrible, dog. Like, nah.
He's riding the caravan. It's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, nah, man.
I gotta think of something. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
on the gospel tip, that 2005 Kirk Franklin album. Listen, I love Jesus for real, but I don't know how many times I can hear that same album over and over again. Like I heard that made me. It took. I'm just now able to hear "Shout" from Tears for Fears without getting PTSD from the Kirk Franklin flip. So yeah.
That's mad funny. I was listening to this album the other day too.
Ashton,
hurting.
You are smoking dick.
You're by yourself. You're by yourself. You're by yourself. You're by yourself. Look, guy. Look, feds. I'm snitching. We got him.
Police, help! Police.
Yeah.
Hey, you about to start raising your hand?
BB and CC Winans, Love Take Me Higher. I heard it too much as a kid. I love it now though. Like I love it now. So
understand it, definitely not, bro. Definitely no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What's another one? Because I like how this started with a Spanish song. That's the funniest part about all this.
What about any Brian McKnight songs before all this shit happened with Brian McKnight?
Oh, back to one, dog. Yo, I'm good. Stay at zero, my nigga. Stay at zero.
Oh,
Stay
back at one. Back at one was I hated back at one. I hated back at one.
Yo.
You know what's crazy? Like, you know what's funny? Brian McKnight don't really got that many hits too. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's like that one album or two, and then that's it.
The one song.
You got a lot of remixes. You got
the one song I like. The one song I like from Brian McKnight was "Anytime," but that was it.
That was that shit.
"Anytime" was hard, but aside from that, no, shit was ass. I'm trying to think. I'm tired of hearing Candy Rain.
Yeah.
I prefer
I feel like
though,
the talent show about to happen.
Hold on.
Facts. Like,
I prefer the remix for Heavy D.
So for real.
Nah, what's that?
I prefer the Heavy D remix.
Fucking, it's a
every
90s.
thing you do. You talking about the Soul to Soul remix with Soul for Real? Like they had the fucking Charlie Wilson on.
Oh wait! I got 5 right now. My bad. Why you bring that up? You got it, Larry? My bad. You got your shit up? You sure?
Got what?
Okay, I am not from New York City, but I'm playing a concert in New York, so I have to play 5 songs to get the crowd going for Cheap Heat.
That's okay. That's the common experience.
That was that was gonna be my next question for y'all, because y'all have lived in your respective cities longer than I have, so I'm gonna just say it. PSA by Jay-Z. What Up Gangsta 50 Cent. I Really Mean It Dipset. There's another one and I'm forgetting it, and I hate that I'm forgetting it right now.
Bobby Shmurda.
Computers. It was Computers.
Who Shot You?
Not really. It Hypnotized by Biggie.
That's the one. Yeah.
Hypnotized. And then like the honorable mention would probably was Ooh by Young M.A. Now I'm looking at the comments because there's a couple. Mo said Quiet Storm. Honestly, Mo, yes and no. I don't really hear Quiet Storm that much anymore.
Yeah,
I'll probably say Shook Ones more. Earl. Hold on. Let's Larry, you had one. I apologize, but
good. No, I was looking up some shit. Go ahead. No.
Yeah, Mo, Donnie, Keisha Cole, the Ignition. Yeah. Ignition remix was nasty.
What about
Pony by Genuine? Oh,
you know what? A thing about me with Pony was like, I hated the beat, but I get why it was as popular as it was, because Genuine was trying to bring borderline light skinned niggas back at that time. So I get it.
Ashton said If I Ever by Shy. Ashton in these comments doing drugs.
I ain't gonna lie. If I Ever is one I'm like, because that, like Winston said, if you hear that shit, you feel like a talent show is about to happen, and it's a bunch of doing this on the side, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the thong song, damn.
Classic though.
What We Do is another one. What We Do is another one now. I love I've said this before. Philadelphia Freeway is a top 5 Rockefeller album that is not a Jay-Z album. It might be the best. It might be a top 3 non-Jay-Z Rockefeller album. But All I Do Is Win. Oh my God, absolutely.
All I do is win.
See, with All I Do Is Win, I get it. I get it. But for me, it was Make It Rain. I hated Make It Rain after a while.
It didn't Make It Rain for a very long time.
I hated Make It Rain, and I hated I'm So Hood after a while.
That was a video that played a lot. That was a video that they
played a lot. Yeah. Make It Rain was like
in that remix. My God.
Thank God we got the Travis Porter Make It Rain when we were adultish, and we saw women throwing ass to that. That saved.
So being that like y'all are from like y'all respective places, like what songs that like, because y'all been a fair share of concerts, I would assume. So like, what is a song that y'all always heard that I was like, you was like, oh fuck, like.
Oh, when the DJ played the acapella of "That's What's Up" by Yo Gotti.
What is it? DJ Yola. Yeah,
hey, that's my shit.
I ain't gonna let up with.
And I just don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Shout out to Yola the Great, but again,
I don't know what y'all been told.
And Carolina, though, I know that shit because Carolina is really. I'm not even being funny. Shout out to all my Carolina niggas.
I ain't gonna
but Carolina is legit just Atlanta North. So I get it. Like I get why.
I ain't gonna let up was hard.
I ain't gonna let up make me want to fight
hard.
Now Laffy Taffy and shit like that. Yeah,
I feel you though, Winston. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Let's look at so Donnie said "Loyal" by Chris Brown. I get that.
Nah, that shit got annoying. Chris Brown songs after a while. That's just like
Lollipop, whatever you like, and Dead and Gone. I have another one to add to this. Live Your Life with Rihanna. I hate that song. Hate it.
I'm sorry. Dead and Gone is fire. I'm sorry.
I hate the sample. I hate like. Listen,
I know we've been shitting on JT, but I'm sorry. I gotta put the cake back on.
Shout out to the other Justin that produced it, because one day I will probably have to cross paths with him. And I might have to tell him face to face, hey, I wasn't feeling that. But he might understand though.
About
Live Your Life.
Yeah, no. But Dead and Gone is that shit, man. Trying to
Chris Brown music is like Pink Dolphin clothes. Is funny.
He was a Pink Dolphin mascot, and that's not even me being funny. Like he was the main person.
Usher, is like the obvious one.
Yeah,
there's a bunch, but those are there's a couple. I don't really be outside that much, but when I hear some songs, I'm just like,
Keith Sweat, Twisted, far as the radio, man, shit too much.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I felt that way about Keith Sweat, right? But when I saw that nigga perform, it's still fuck Keith Sweat. But when I saw that nigga perform, right? Not the RLP.
No, you're right. You're right.
RLP gimmick. But bro, seeing that nigga hold on. Let me get this off quick. Seeing him perform his hits live made me say, nah, this is the nigga right here. Like this is Harlem right here. Now back to this young man right here.
Said Climax, bro.
Who the fuck is playing this around you?
Who play Climax anymore? I listened to that for like 6 months and stopped.
I'm trying to even think of Usher Climax. What that even sound like?
The going on.
Yeah, that's what he had the falsetto.
He was producing for Diplo. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Nah. What's that new Usher one? Good. Yeah, it's
what's the one that the one with the that he being fake R&B-ish with the drum beat. Good Kisser, that shit is ass. I hate that song. I'm sorry.
But
that song is so brunch booty. I'm like, I don't know.
But they didn't play Papers enough. They did not play Papers enough. So
Papers was a good song.
Yeah, Papers was good, but like you was about to
shout out to Zay Tiggy, man. Shout out to Zaytoven, man.
I'm trying to think.
Papers was a good song.
Papers. Okay.
Papers.
10 out of 10. From now on, when we throw this up, this is 10 out of 10. All 10.
Woo! That was good. That was good.
Hold on. Let's all throw it up so somebody can screenshot us doing this shit. Yo.
That was good. That was good. Oh
God,
shit.
That's a different meaning of wop 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 in Ashton's club, nigga. Because that nigga said climax. I'm like, nigga,
climax.
What type of dark lit room are you in, nigga?
I don't want to. What you was climaxing to? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey yo, but still, yeah.
We climax.
Oh man,
I'm trying to think. What's another song? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What's another one? I almost went to the Spanish bag, but I don't think I'm gonna get into.
There's a Yin Yang Twin song from like 04 that I know.
Soul Shaker.
What's the one work?
Bad.
Oh. No. What's the one with Pitbull? What's the one with Pitbull?
Bojangles.
I think so. Yeah, I hated that shit at the time.
Hey.
Young Jock is going down too was another one where I was like, bruh, something else.
Oh, I love this song, but I hate hearing it in a public setting.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, it bothered me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might kill me for this, but if you've been to a new venue, you understand. Go Crazy by Jeezy and Jay-Z. I love that song, but it was a cheap heat song for about 5 years, bro.
This is not because I have my own personal vendetta with Young Jeezy, but I have to say, it is the Shake remix.
Yeah, Shake. It was Shake. My fault.
Yeah. Earl, Real Floridian, man. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Nah, bro.
You would know about Pitbull.
After and then what made me say nothing, shut up after hearing it so many times on the radio.
You're right.
Then what was like I love Manny Fresh too. Like that's the thing, but it was like, bruh, let's just stop.
I would appreciate when the DJ will put on Bottom of the Map though.
Oh yeah, if you want to get me put on like Bottom of the Map,
yeah, do like give me a B side. Yeah, give me a good B side. Give me like
two scales. Let's get it.
I remember one time somebody played They played Them Boys and mixed it into Bottom of the Map. I was like, nah, that's like, why does nobody else do this? This was hard.
Oh no, JC got some sleepers from back.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, everybody goes to and then what, and then like go crazy. Like, and I like go crazy.
But I do love that the women and DJs of our age that are in the Shake Junk now are playing Jeezy the Snowman. Like, that's amazing. That is amazing. In the shit, that is amazing.
I'm trying to think. Before we get to Wappenheimer, what's the shout the Mo for that one? That was funny. I'm trying to think of a song. I'm trying to think of like another one. Yeah, definitely Biggie Hypnotizes Mo. Mo Money, Mo Problems.
All right. After a while, because again, all we had was MTV at the time before we could really get on YouTube and shit like that.
Yeah.
I hated Drop It Like It's Hot after a while. Like that's a song that white people got a hold of, and it was like they just never let it go.
Another one is Miss New Booty.
Miss New Booty.
I want to hate Miss New Booty, but it wasn't played enough for like it was played enough, but it was played the right amount. Like they didn't whore it out yet. You know what I'm saying? But I
don't know. Maybe because I listen to the radio a lot. I heard that all the time. Put on by Jeezy. I don't know. I feel you, Ashley, but we're talking about public settings. But I get it.
Marcel, them white people love Compton hats, man.
Hold on. Like, Still DRE. I'm sorry. I don't even get mad at it. I can't. I'd rather you play Still DRE than fucking play Gin and Juice. Because Gin and Juice gets annoying. I'd rather listen to Still DRE.
Yeah, I don't know why What's My Name should get played way more than Gin and Juice.
You know what other song should get played more? The Shiznit. But that's another discussion for another day.
I mean, yeah. Another conversation for another day is I already know Nelson.
California Love.
We talked about it. There's gonna be an honest conversation about Snoop one day and how them No Limit albums was fire. Y'all niggas was just hating. But we'll talk about that a Whole other time.
Shout out to the Discord.
Yeah, nah.
I can appreciate when the DJ decides to not play like the obvious ones and goes to like bitch please. I'm like, nah, that's he or she or they no ball.
Correct.
Like go play bitch please. You know what I mean? Just go play that.
Mhm.
Don't fuck like I've heard gin and juice too many times. Play bitch please. Play play some other shit, but Feel So Good means I could tolerate. But What You Want to Me is a better song. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll probably scare those to play 24 Hours to Live, but that's just me. Honestly, I don't even care if the song is overplayed. That beat is too crazy. You have to play that.
What song is this?
Down for Mine.
Oh yeah, man. Come on.
Oh, the box. Yeah, I could understand that too. Oh
yeah.
Rest in peace to DMX. I hate your party up outside.
Yeah, but What Y'all Niggas Want is still gonna always go crazy for me. So
What by who? Eve?
No, DMX. I'm trying to remember the actual title.
Oh, What These Bitches Want with Cisco?
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah. What?
Nah, the DLX.
Oh, What's My Name? No, yeah,
What's my name? That's what.
Yeah, bro. Listen when I saw him perform that before he passed, bro. I left Earth.
Oh yeah, I would have like hearing that piano would have made me levitate. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. Stop being greedy. Like he did, bro. One day we'll have a discussion about DMX too. That has been said, but we can say it again. But like, I appreciate when somebody goes to like they go to Get At Me Dog instead of Party Up. Like I know it probably scares the hoes, but like I appreciate it because I have to have the duality of man.
For sure.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like when I hear Get At Me Dog, I feel the room going to the black and white filter, like the video. Ooh. That's what it feels like to me. But that's what they should have played when Batman beat the motherfuckers up at the ice box. That's what they should have played. But
nah, I think was listening to he was listening to Evil Jordan by Playboy Cardi.
Nah, that motherfucker was listening to they had the Alex Wright theme playing when he was
You know what? You know what's funny? All right. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? The young niggas in the comments are gonna laugh at this. I don't know why, but
yeah,
Whip It Voice Cardi. Some songs are starting to come around for me. There's a few.
Whip It Voice Cardi is funny.
Ketamine is hard, bro. I'm on record saying this. That's little funny. Niggas. Ketamine is hard.
That's crazy.
Evil Jordan is hard. I'm on record saying this. It's the beat. It's the beat that's really getting me. Like it's short and to the point, but
no, for sure.
But speaking of something that should be in black and white, I need this shit framed in the crib. Yeah,
Show Your Work Studios.
I need that frame, bro. I'm gonna tell you why I need it framed. Because it's not even because I'm a Kendrick fan. It's not even about that. The ability to pull that many people together, that is something that's going to be historic and forever remembered, like legitimate. Because you have all the sets up there, you have all the different people up there. What he did yesterday was phenomenal. So salute to Kendrick Lamar for uniting everybody for that, man, for sure. That's an iconic picture and just a phenomenal performance as well. Like I think people hear the voice and think about the antics, but they forget how great of a showman Kendrick really is. Like Kendrick is a showman.
Hell of a showman.
Like
he's
a hell of a showman. Even going back to when he didn't have the budgets for it. Like his creative vision is great. So salute to K-Dot, man. That's great. That's great. So.
Even as somebody who saw him live, like he's an incredible performer. I definitely would say that for sure. Incredible performer. Salute to Kendrick. But that shit, man. Let's get into it, bro. Let me put this this timestamp. Okay, so did everybody see this in here? Because we had this on the Discord last night.
I've still seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
full.
I seen bits and pieces.
But I saw enough. I'll put it like that. I saw enough.
Oh yeah, well, you know, the bits and pieces. That's what you need to see. Like, as far as it turns outside seeing the whole thing, they displayed enough as far as the clips.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, you should watch the whole shit. That shit.
Nah, the whole shit is phenomenal. I know, but I'm saying like I saw mostly K-Dot set, and I saw like the different shit. Nigga. Yo, AJ stupid, man. Nah, man. Winston said he was legit asleep, man. He wasn't ducking watching the funeral, man. He said he was asleep, man. So
I'm a grown man. I don't got to lie to nobody. I know what happened. No, stop. We no. We ain't doing that. So I know we having jokes and games and all that, but nah. I have things I have to do. I have to prepare myself to get up earlier than I ever have for a job. So,
hey man,
I'm sorry I'm not used to getting up early.
Hey man, I hear you.
Yeah,
Shoreline was there.
Oh, Jeezy performed, but yeah, I think they were both there.
I mean, well, yeah, they're not beefing no more, so okay, huh? So I guess the bigger question is who wasn't there, because I think I heard, I think they said Buddy wasn't there.
Buddy wasn't there. Vince Staples wasn't there, but he was on tour.
He's on tour, so yeah.
Yeah, he's in Europe, right? He getting that Europe money.
Salute.
Greedo wasn't there, and then people were kind of like weirded out by it because they thought he was talking about like the actual like joint, but he was just like, nah, like this ain't about Kendrick. Like they actually asked me to come, but like I couldn't be there, so like I don't know who he talking to, what he talking about, but like yeah.
Well, he said, I mean, I see now he said I fuck with Dot. I was invited, but I couldn't make it. So that makes sense. Also, I mean, if you all right, allegedly, I have to say allegedly because I have to say allegedly with this. But if I gotta be on the stage with niggas who may or may not have had something to do with my homie no longer being around, Draco the Ruler, totally understand.
I'm surprised Rebel was there. I saw that shit when a fucking clip. I was like, Rebel was in there? Ooh. Hey, them niggas really said today is the only day.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, like so Greedo and Ralphie and them not being there, Stink Team niggas not being there. That's not.
Yeah. We'll get to the main culprit who wasn't there.
No Death Row representation. No Snoop.
No, Snoop and Dre was there. No, Snoop and Dre was there.
Nah, what?
I mean, Dre was there. Sorry, Dre was there, not Snoop.
I mean, Snoop might have.
No, I mean, you know, that nigga got five. He got more commercials than Shaq. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, nah. I mean, Snoop probably. We gotta remember. Like, I'm pretty sure just the way this all came about, this was some last second shit. So
yeah,
I mean,
I'll tell you who performed. Let me find it real quick. I literally had it popped. I got you.
There's a set list, I'm sure, out there for sure. I know Kendrick's set list is out there, but
I got you. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
But I mean, everybody there. I mean, too. It's like, Winston, am I crazy for saying most summer tours started like the end of July, August, kind of like nowadays?
Yeah, or at least where a lot of world tours go to Europe during this time of the year.
Yeah, so like
Asia, Australia.
Yeah,
so
New Zealand and shit. Yeah.
So it was Remble, Rayvon, the Cuzzos, Rucci with Ass Chike. Oh, AZ Chike. I always fuck up his name. Wally the Sensei. AZ Chike.
Ass Chike is hilarious.
That's hilarious. That is funny.
They tell you his name is Ass Chike.
Nah, cause I be seeing his names on albums. I be like, my man
was there. The Slumlord Trill hit Hop Out, hit a J3 and YS. They didn't meet the Whoops.
Yeah.
West Top Boogie, Zoe Sama, Kalan for real. He did that with G Perico. Bino Rito was out there. Blue Bucks Clan, RJ, OGZ, Problem or Jason Martin, 310 Baby, Blast, Ty Dolla $ign, Dom
course.
Kennedy,
Mhm.
Steve Lacy, Tyler the Creator. Then I'm just reading off the set like the seller. Then Mustard did the Nipsey Hussle song Perfect 10. He played a couple of Nipsey songs. Roddy Ricch, YG.
Okay.
And then Kendrick bought out J-Rock, Absol, Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
He bought out Black Hippie, yeah. But
okay.
Then he bought out Dre. He bought out Dre to do Still DRE and California Love.
All right. So I have something to say about that. Okay.
But that Mustard set, he was going crazy, bro. That Mustard set, insane.
Okay.
Dog.
I have something to say about that. Yo.
About what?
About TDE.
Oh, okay.
Yo. That nigga Reason can't catch a break, dog.
Hey man, he wanted his paperwork.
Nigga put his paperwork out and say, "Yeah, I'm free. I'm coming home."
I mean, his ass wasn't gonna be on that stage anyway. So
I thought he was gonna perform.
No. Of course not. But what I'm saying is, he was like, "Yeah, I'm free, guys." There, Nick was like, "Yeah, fuck all that, cuz we been out on this stage."
Yeah.
Nah, but
Mustard set was my favorite part.
But I'm listening. Yo, what's up?
But I am going to keep my eye on what Reason does as an independent artist, just for a case study, so we can see what happens in this day and time where you got a name and you can still rap. So let's see if you can get into the underground circuit, or you
come back with that update, Winston. Because me personally, I ain't listening to that shit.
I mean, I'm not a Reese guy like that. I mean, he's not bad.
I mean, like, he's cool. He's cool.
He's cool. Like, he's the definition of cool. For me.
Yeah. Nah, but it's just interesting to see somebody in that predicament in this day and age, to see how serious they take it now that you gotta go for Dolo.
Yeah.
There's other people who've done it before, so we'll see what happens. But also shout out to Kendrick bringing out Tommy the Clown, who was in a Rise documentary. So that's like a West Coast staple. A lot of y'all was being weird on the timeline. Biggs' brother talking about Tyler the Creator got Tommy the Clown got a longer set than Tyler the Creator, not being aware of what Tommy the Clown has been for the city of LA and the West Coast, because he is damn near the person who revolutionized crumping, and like he is the fucking foundation of that shit.
No,
so
it's a legend for sure.
That's fire. I was not too aware of that because I'm like, I could have sworn I heard this name before.
But I mean, when you see him,
I've seen him, but like I put two and two. I'm like, oh, like this is like, oh, this man, like, yeah, fuck that shit. Like,
I mean, that actually makes it funnier when you look at that picture and say, yo, Tommy the Clown is up there with some fucking killers.
Tommy the Clown is
probably raised half of them.
Well, all is set, bro. Like,
yeah.
And if Vince Staples was funny, he's like, damn, if I knew Tommy the Clown was, I would have canceled my whole tour.
Man, shut the fuck up, Vince. But nah, he's being funny, but not serious.
Nah, he being funny. But yeah, Mustard set was probably my favorite shit because like that shit was like peak blog era, bro. Like he was playing, man, he played aside from like having people out like 2 Chainz. He was playing like 2 Chainz. I'm different. Like he was playing all type of shit. Bro.
Mustard says crazy, but I will ask this question.
I did enjoy seeing YG though, because YG might be a tough out. Fuck verses, but YG would be a tough out if he has like a 10 to 20 song because he got some shit.
Yeah. Now, that being said, speaking of that particular set,
yeah.
Why are y'all, not y'all too, but everybody else, why are y'all so surprised about Jay Worthy? I'm so curious about this. Like
that shit was funny.
Dog. Like, yeah. Jay Worthy is signed to Griselda. Jay Worthy is Elon Musk's brother-in-law by nature. He's from Canada. He's from Vancouver. He's a Pyru.
He's Grime's sister.
Blood. Yeah, that's it. Brother-in-law by nature. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this is the life of a Cali nigga. Like, niggas will have 5 other things going on. And be like, word? Like, yeah, like, this is not surprising. Yeah. I think people were just like, I guess, taken aback at how much Jay Worthy's been involved in shit. But I think,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else, but go ahead.
I mean,
You know what I'm talking.
taking a black, yeah, like, I mean,
Taking
yeah,
a black is nuts.
yeah, Jay Worthy is a Renaissance man. He is.
Renaissance worthy.
Hey man, P
Don't
Worthy,
worry.
bro.
Give
Look.
it 2 weeks. We're gonna get can Jay Worthy say the word? Because
Yes,
Joseph.
yes, 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 yes.
Oh man.
Nah, look, bro. When it comes to, I'm not gonna tell him no. Let me start with that. I'm not
gonna tell him no.
I don't notice if he does or not.
He does.
does.
Weird, like weirdly enough.
Well, it's
But it's like slight though. It's nothing like, but also too. Okay. I'm not trying to be funny here, but I'm gonna say this: if you are from, because I mean his dad is from Vancouver, but he moved to Cali when he was young, right? If you spent the majority of your life around them, and they say it's okay, who the fuck am I to tell you? Like, no, fuck all that. Like, and it's also not like he's like pasty white doing this shit either, and it's like egregious.
Bro, he and French Montana could be fucking doppelgangers. Like if
they, like that's not. So him saying it, OGZ saying it's not the worst, craziest thing I've ever like. Yeah, no. I mean, I think there's worse things in life to worry about than them saying nigga. But go ahead, Winston.
They about to check their ancestry reports.
Yeah, I mean, me, I speak for me, whatever. But honestly, as long as you, if you brown and you ain't saying with the ER, and you ain't just, you know what I mean.
Bruh, I'm from the South, bruh, so this is the least of my worries, man.
I know a lot of Puerto Rican niggas. I know a lot of
motherfucking Cuban niggas too. Like, Granted, I'm not saying that I'm just like the nigga pass giver. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is like,
don't say that.
Not what I am saying is like, bruh, there's a whole lot worse shit there, you know what I'm saying, than that. I mean, salute to Mo. You got 2 historic pictures of this episode, because the first picture, I'm not gonna lie, this is iconic. This should be held up in a museum, if you ask me. I'm trying to pull it up so y'all can see it, but hang on a second. Mo
was good.
Stan, what's happening?
The chat is booming, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Hey, shout out to you, Stan.
Shout out to everybody watching, man. It's booming in here. But it was great, man. Like Mustard said was fire. It reminded me a lot of college.
Mustard.
It made me today I listened to a lot of just like YG and old Mustard stuff, and iconic picture.
Salute to you. Salute to you. Hey, but it's fuck that nigga so much, that cracker so much, I don't even want to take a picture right next to that shit. Fuck Elvis Aaron Presley. Yeah.
Fuck him.
But
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say this, like, when it comes to that pop out, and it's funny because Kendrick said it at the end when he was like, Kobe died, Nipsey died, Kobe died, the pandemic happened, so they didn't like get to celebrate the Dodgers winning or the Lakers winning like that. Yeah. So it's like this is the first time like the West Coast, especially like LA, gets to celebrate something and just like be like happy and shit. So I mean, that was cool to see. Like I can understand, and I'll get into people being weird later, like in a little bit, but like for me, I can understand. For people from the West Coast, like that's like how I felt and all the New Yorkers felt watching Dipset and the Locks and the Verses. Like the Jadakiss New York moment, like that's like that's what that shit felt like. That's what that was like for the West Coast.
On steroids though.
Like
it was, yeah. I'm not trying to mean the New York moment at all, but it's bigger.
But it's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not because it's literally 100 more. It's 100 more niggas on stage. So like, yeah,
I mean like for fans, like I could understand that.
Mhm.
And I mean for me, I'm not one of them people who be like, I don't like West Coast music, because I do. Like I have my moments where I'm like, nah, I'm listening to nothing but like the Mustard era stuff, and then I'll go to like, obviously like West Side Connection and Cube and like fucking. I even go to Spice One and RBL Posse. Like I'm deep in that shit, but like especially the blog era stuff. Like I was like, yo, we really got to listen to this like in a 3, 4, 5 year span. Like we had Dom Kennedy's peak, fucking YG too. Like him playing like doing the My Crazy Life stuff, and like even like to Big Bang, which I think Big Bang is an incredible song.
Yeah.
No, Big Bang is that shit. That's
like,
probably, that's probably at all his singles that like where
that's a top tier single.
It's the best one. It's the best
one.
one.
I don't know about the best one. I can't really say that.
What's better? I'm not even trying to be funny. Like what's better?
Jeezy and Rich Homie? Maybe?
No.
Really?
Big Bang is better than that.
Fair. I will say though, for me, to veer away from YG a little bit, I think that the energy that people have for Nicki Minaj toward the Monsterverse needs to be directed to Big Bang's verse. She went crazy. She went crazy on that verse.
Monster's only a moment because she did that on the same song with other legends. So that's why they say that. But
I think Big Bang might be like it's up there with Monster. She rapped her ass off on that song.
It's better than Monster. It's better than Monster.
And then like the way like they fixed the beef, like it's crazy. But
that's probably one of the last times that like she was going crazy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that verse a lot. I know I have my grievances about her. They're all rightful, but but like what YG said, man, YG said was crazy. Mustard said in general was just like fun to listen to because it was like, bro, like it was Dom, Ty Dolla $ign, like bro, people forget like Ty Dolla $ign, like bro, Ty Dolla $ign did so much.
No, Ty's discography is
like,
fucking ridiculous, especially if you get into who he writes and wrote for.
Bro, he was fucking, bro, he was like people learned today that like he was doing studio sessions for Immature back in the day as like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Like
Ty's, I mean,
he taught Mustard how to produce. Then you got like
don't Ty got like a famous uncle or some shit like that too?
His father's in Lakeside.
That's right.
His father was in Lakeside. Yeah. So like that's how he met like Earth, Wind and Fire and like Prince as a kid and shit. And was like, yeah, like I need to like he literally said, I would say this too. I'm like not done listening to it, but like I know YG has a podcast and people are like, why the fuck is why? Nah, his Ty Dolla $ign one is pretty good. Cause like Ty like explains like how he pretty much taught Mustard, like he kind of taught Mustard how to produce, but not really. He kind of gave him sounds, and like he would see that Mustard was watching him produce, and then one day Mustard was like, "Yeah, like yo, just give me some sounds. Like I just want to learn how to produce."
I mean, it's
and
funny.
Then like he learned it from there.
It's funnier when you think about all the times YG was getting chased out of dub car shows and malls and different places during the World Star era, and think about how Ty Dolla $ign was right there with him, and how much funnier that makes it. Imagine getting ran by Compton Menace. And Ty Dolla $ign is on stage trying to sing Tooted and Booted. That is the funniest shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he produced Tooted and Booted and pretty much gave it to YG. Like, yeah, just put your verses on it. We're putting this out. Like, yeah. But like anything about the Drugs crew, like you got DJ. I hate mispronounce his name. Dai. Yeah, DJ Dai was in that crew. Then like Mustard, and then like you get to Push His Ink, and like Mustard could have played a lot more shit. And like he obviously with time, but like Mustard has like the Ketchup tape. Like there was just I listened to the Ketchup tape today. I was like, oh my god.
Mustard? I know YG's coming out with
Mustard has an album coming out too.
Yeah, Mustard does have out.
But he got a single tomorrow with Travis Scott.
Off word. I mean that's I
believe that's a Travis Scott thing.
Nah, it's probably Scott Travis just dropped, so it's probably gonna be a mustard thing, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't really have I don't, as he go through the comments, I don't really have any more to add on it. I just thought it was a great moment for hip hop, period.
Yo, what was the name of that picture where
y'all agree with me? Big Bank is hard.
Great Day in Atlanta?
No, Great Day in Harlem.
Yeah.
Nah, what because there's Great Day in Atlanta too, where you had like everybody in Atlanta was there, where you had like Jeezy and Gucci in the same picture, you had T.I., you had like everybody that was there. So
yeah. Nah, you know, that's a good, you know what I'm saying?
I got one more comment. I'm
like far as like on that type of monument of a moment
thing. Yeah.
It was fire. It was fire to see all of them, but like Kendrick said was bro. Kendrick started the set with Euphoria, dog.
Kendrick,
and then they were singing that shit word for word, bro.
Yeah,
no.
That's how you supposed to start a show. I'm not trying to be funny. That's how you like. If this is the purpose of the show, yes, I would fucking start off the top.
Kendrick said was.
I'm surprised
Euphoria.
He didn't do Meet the Grams, did he?
Nah, he didn't do Meet the Grams.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he ain't fucking had Jordan Peele grab the camera.
Nah, they was doing Kevin Dunn. They was doing Kevin Dunn camera.
That shit was funny.
Oh, not like us. That was hard. I said, nah, that's hard.
That was good. That was good.
Woo!
Nah. The funny part was like where everybody was showing like the different NBA players, like Westbrook and DeRozan. I was like, DeRozan's from Compton, bro. Like, he's not gonna go against his home, bro. Like that.
DeMar DeRozan played for the Raptors.
Also, LeBron in the rafters being LeBron just is hilarious for so many reasons.
So we got Euphoria, DNA, Element, all right, Swimming Pools, Money Trees with J-Rock. J-Rock did Win. Then he did King's Dead. Then he did 616 in LA. Schoolboy Q did Collard Greens and Black History remix. That part. Then Kendrick went to King Kunta, Mad City, Humble.
616 in LA.
Like that.
That was tough.
Still DRE, California Love. And then Kendrick Lamar proceeded to do Not Like Us 5 times. And then let the beat ride out for the 6th time.
Hey, man.
As he should.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. No, that was incredible. Like that was just a fun moment.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick for planning that out.
And you know what I love the most about this? About this? Kendrick did not do what other niggas do in these moments. Like, yo, right after this, check out my new single, or check out it was just literally a concert, and that was it. Like, there was no other, like, we need to put up, this shit. So salute to K-Dot for that. Because honestly, I feel like that would have took away from the moment if he did that. Like,
no, definitely. I was
sports about Pepsi. That'd be great.
I was sports entertained and musically entertained by all of this. So I mean, shout out to Kendrick, bro. Like Kendrick, he did what he did. It was bigger than him, man, and he showed that. Like, he made sure he had a lot of people there that probably would never step foot in the same area.
Nah.
And he was able to make that work. So another person who wasn't there that we forgot to mention was Jayceon. And honestly, good.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, he didn't need to be there. Like,
no, he did not. We're good. I'm because, like, bruh, that dude burned so many bridges. Then you signed it with Drake.
No,
man.
I mean, look,
that shit was weird as fuck, bro.
Look. I'm never gonna tell another man who to side with, but I will say this though: like, once you pick a side, you got to stay to that side. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Game being up there would have just been weird. Plus, take who he sides with out of it. Game likes to go and take credit for a lot of shit that he did not do.
Yes, me. I called Amazon and I was like, yo.
He did an IG live and like was like that Top was gonna give him 50% of TDE.
Like,
come on, man.
It was like Tyrese with Will Smith was
prolific record,
a couple million.
Come on.
Game is the epitome of why are you bringing up old shit, bro? Like you talking about shit. Like I said,
KP Side would have had it sponsored by Pepsi.
You know what I'm saying?
oh, that's
Shout out the
hilarious.
blood, man.
Yeah,
No, I mean, but
also
like,
my
the truth be
Pepsi is
told,
insane.
like, as far as
So
like
bad.
Kendrick Lamar is a big artist. Like, I don't know why. Just it's nothing wrong with it being a spectacle, but it's not. It's like why people don't respect the spectacle. Like, he's that big. He can do that. He can play the joint 5 times, as you should. It's if it's real hip hop and the people feeling it, fuck it, go crazy.
I mean, but here's the thing: you've never, other than back to back, probably in the last couple of years, that's like a public known, like we're saying names and shit like that. Diss record, you ain't seen no diss record where you could do that shit like that. Like,
Nope.
if a nigga play Gucci Mane the Truth 5 times, I am leaving, nigga. Like, it's like you want somebody to start.
Yeah.
Somebody load the gun. Somebody load the gun.
even like hit him up. You could hit him up 5 times. You're like, I should leave.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie. If you play Hit 'em Up 5 times as a DJ, I'm like, my nigga, what are we doing? Like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should leave.
Nah, I should leave. Not even because of.
Are you
being
getting the
afraid.
drink? Did you
I'm
order some
just
wings?
leaving because this is ass, nigga. Like,
Yes,
nah,
I'm saying. Like,
nah,
not even
yeah.
because I'm scared. I just think this is ass.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
I need to walk out of here. But I mean,
Plus,
man.
it's just like the perfect song to like crip walk to, blood bounce to, like just do all the dances, do front
Schoolboy
and shit,
Q, like I tweeted yesterday,
doing his groove. Yeah,
brother. You're
Yeah.
not like us. Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and Absol were doing their respective set dances, and it looked like somebody played Marvel versus Capcom 2 and did a team super.
damn. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes the reason shit so much funnier. It's like, my nigga, could you not have waited? Like you like you were asking for this. Like, are you a glutton of punishment? Like, are you the person that's like, God giving me all your hardest battles, and it's the meme where Jesus is like, how are you still alive? Like, bro, you could have waited till like July 1st to announce this, bro. And I promise you, it would have been fine. Like, that nigga said,
Game might sign him.
That nigga.
It's a Prolific Records.
Prolific.
This has been another great episode of Show You.
Oh, fuck y'all, man. Come on.
We about to get out of here.
No, we out of here. Listen, man. Shout out to Kendrick for fucking. Shout out to Mo for this. Wappenheimer, Setson's Fest, Gang Chella.
Setson's. Wow.
Setson's Fest.
Setson's. Wow.
Setson's Fest.
I seen all the other ones. I ain't seen that one. I like that.
Not
one.
me neither. That's
Chella, Hoodstock, fucking.
Wow. Setson's set.
Weston's Fest, whatever you want to call it, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Solo Palooza?
Nah,
no?
K Dada Palooza.
K Dada Palooza.
Dada Palooza, Wapalooza. Shit.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Patreon.com/SRWNET.
We got heat. We got heat out there.
Come on,
streets,
man.
Yes.
Bloodaroo, whatever you want to call it.
I have something that's gonna be public on Monday dropping, but if you want the extended version of that, you gotta check out the Patreon for that Monday.
I do have a question before we get up out of here.
So,
if David Stern was still with us on this earth, what would have been the fine and suspensions for Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan?
First of all, them niggas would have been too scared to even do that in the first place.
I don't think
Stern would have like,
so.
Nigga, I know you live. I know everything.
I don't think there would have been. I don't think there would have been a suspension. I legitimately think David Stern would have just sent a brother in a suit that looked like just 2020 Experience Part 3, The Great Gatsby, been like, look, you under surveillance. Like,
yeah.
Like, I seen your mama at the Kmart, nigga. You under surveillance. Like,
careful.
Be careful.
You see like a short stubby finger like
hey,
this.
Fuck that. Hey, yeah, fuck Jay Prince. That's the real finger bang right there. If David Stern do one of those, like, yeah, you're cooked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. What? Yeah, man. Stetson's Fest sounded incredible. It looked incredible. I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed listening to West Coast music. When I go to the gym tomorrow, I'm going to listen to more West Coast music because I appreciate music from all regions and all places. And
absolutely,
as much as I wish that New York could do this, we never will because we have fucking Ebro and Peter Rosenberg running radio. New York City cops hate New York rappers.
Discord.
No, we're about to get in. Wait,
no. I'm promoting. I'm just saying.
Oh, the Discord. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna explain why. And yeah, there's a disconnect between OGs and the young rappers. There is that everywhere, but it is the worst part of New York.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I just as we get out of here. Wait a minute. So Los Angeles transplant. What's the Power 106 legend? Tinashe was not there to perform during Stetson Fest.
No,
my nasty girl.
It's like the number one. Ain't it the number one song in the country?
I don't know. I think she might be out of the country though.
Oh yeah,
she might have been in New York because she did Jimmy Fallon. She did Jimmy Fallon the other night.
I did see that.
And they not, bruh.
So
now, granted, if somebody Hoover stomped to Nasty, that would have been hilarious. But
so what you telling me is they weren't ready to match her freak.
All right, bro. 10 out of 10, man. All right. I don't know.
Hey man, but I am. And on that note, let's get to the post game.
I love it, baby.
Maybe the 69 guy couldn't do it. So, anywho,
yo,
no, she was there. Yeah. She was there. Yeah, she had on the babushka.
Yo, that was hilarious. But all right. But on a real note, thank y'all for supporting Show Your Work. Like I said,
yes.
Brand new, different type of episode on Monday. Extended cut will be on Patreon, so y'all tap into that. We have other things we are working across the union. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check that out. Shout out to Mid-Cars Cater. Shout out to Guests from the Stands. Shout out to Donnie. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to all my niggas doing their thing right now. And yes, run this episode back 5 times. Like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share 5 times. Tell a friend 5 times.
Tell 5 friends follow. Tell 5 friends to follow.
Give 5 friends a Patreon subscription 5 times.
5 likes.
But you niggas like hip hop, don't you?
Yeah.
5 subscribers. 5 Patreon subscribers.
What's more hip hop than 2 DJs and a videographer on a podcast together? So yeah, please.
This is cool.
Hip hop for real.
We got a Black American, a supposed Jamaican, and a Caribbean and a Puerto Rican man. What is more hip hop than this?
What's like our podcast? Our podcast is a DJ, a producer, a videographer, and a rapper. You can't get more hip hop than that.
Yeah, bro.
So, hey, free pop, free us, pay us.
Yes,
because they not like us.
Yes,
and unlike that, we out. We got it. Peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.